What's up, desktopers? We are back. We're here for the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show live stream of the prejudging. It's going to be a massive show. We currently have women's physique on stage right now. I have some of the female bodybuilding on stage. Some of the screen captures of that. There is a live stream to this as well, so I encourage you guys go and purchase the live stream. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is some 1 day out, 2 day out updates from some of the top competitors from the Open at the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show. We've got like tons of divisions today. We've got 212, we've got Classic Physique, we've got the Open Men's Bodybuilding, obviously, and it's going to be a massive one. So shout out to you guys for getting on this live stream, and let me know your predictions in the comments below. So let's get into it. But yeah, so right now on stage we do have women's physique. I will bring up some of the female bodybuilding so you guys can see. Let me just look for that for you guys. I'm going to just stop this screen share for just a little bit. Oh, didn't even seem to. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong one. Let me share my screen with you guys. I'll just pull up the competitors list quickly so you guys can see who's competing at this show. I'll pull that up in the meantime so you can obviously see the competitors list on the screen right there. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Oops, you can't actually see it there. I'll put it back there. And let me know who you guys have winning. All right, I'm just having a look at your comments now. And sorry I was a little bit late, guys, as well. I'm getting this one. Michael Pedrea says Iain for the win. Yeah, he's definitely the most popular opinion for sure. Because when you go and look at the poll that I've actually put up on the Desktop Bodybuilding Instagram page, YouTube community tab, you can see 70% of you guys are going with Iain Valliere for the win. 21% with Hassan Mostafa. 7% with Ross Flanigan, the Source Man. And then 2% for Joe Seaman. So, yeah. I think they're bringing these girls in women's physique out for a comparison round now. Yeah, they're doing that right now. But I will share these few photos. Actually, I've got to bring them up first. With the female bodybuilders of this one. And I'll just bring up some current and recent physique updates from some of the Open guys as well. Someone saying Loho for the win. I think that's someone in our comments. Loho says FTW, positive or negative? That means for the win. Means basically that's who they're supporting for win. The Red Loop, shout out to you, my man. Sloth UK says Iain has to be the favourite. Yeah, but you guys going for Iain. And Bastio says Loho for the win. Oh, I thought you were saying him for the win, but obviously explaining what it is. So let me pull up some of these female bodybuilder photos. Hopefully I'm coming through clear to you guys as well. Yeah, I'm surprised Moshe Ban isn't in this one as well, the Red Loop. Very, very surprised. Actually, I have one of the women's physique, so you can see them in the lineup at least anyway. Let me pull these up. Okay, so I should be able to share my screen in just a moment with you guys. Hopefully I'm not making my computer work too hard. I've still got photos actually up from from last week's show. I actually shut down my computer, so I don't know why that's even coming up, to be honest. Now I'll share with you guys. Share screen. Let me pull up these ones. Hopefully you guys can see it on the screen right now. So this is our female bodybuilding class. So I was very impressed with here, 67, super impressive physique. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. So you can see there, 67, second on the left, was so impressive in terms of her structure. I thought she was a reasonably clear winner. Number, I can't actually see the number properly, unfortunately. But she actually got the outside on the far right, got moved into the middle. So it appears it's between blue and red in this one. I want to get their names right, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look at the competitors list for you guys in just a moment. So we have in the female bodybuilding. They're just making comparisons down with women's physique, so I'll just get a screen capture of that for you guys. So let me just go through some of the photos for you so you're not looking at the same still image the whole time. That's for women's physique. I believe it's women's physique, yeah. And then that's the back from a female bodybuilding. You can see on the far right here in the pink, her back is ridiculous. I'd like to see her move her hair out of the way so you can see the full back, because that is like, I don't know, that's like a crazy look. It's like a Ronnie Coleman back of a female bodybuilding division. Really, really impressive. But I'd say for overall balance and everything, I would say number 67, which would be, let me try to, there's no numbers on the competitors list, unfortunately. That'd be so, so handy. I believe the 67 is Teresa. It's either Teresa or Melania Perrin or Teresa Ivanikic. So I'm not too sure which one that is, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys know, someone said my thoughts on the pricey live stream. It is very pricey. I've got to be honest. It is a very expensive live stream, but that's why I wanted to bring this to you guys. And someone says such a busy background. I will say that, but at least there's no LED lights. It is reasonably busy. I'd like to see this like a lot darker, and just even if it was still had the whole what would you call it, like the skyline that you can see all through here with the lights. If this was all darker and this was dimmed a little bit more, I don't like this color behind the competitors, because I suppose it's adds less contrast. If there was like a dark green behind there even, or something like that, it would be just so much better. They even have the logo of the same color, so it pops. Have the Olympic qualifier, have this here, that's all good. But just keep this area for the competitors. Just this bit. You only need this bit of the backdrop to be like that. It's not a lot, especially if it's a live stream and shooting from that bit more downward angle. You only need it from here, or maybe here for some of the taller guys. But then you get really nice, crisp shots, and you can still keep all of this in there. Some women's physique are on stage now. I believe this must be a second call out or something. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that comment up. Sorry about that. But let me go through a few more of these photos. So that's for back double bicep of the female bodybuilders. That's for front lat spread, obviously, as you guys can see. And I just got to say 67 she just stands out a little bit more, but we're not there in person, obviously. It does look like this number here, 69, nice, is a little bit more muscular, a little bit rounder, but maybe a little bit more condition is required. But it is hard to tell, but you can see here, this girl, I believe number 68, which we should be able to actually figure out, because that's 66, 67. Okay, so 67 would be Teresa Ivanikic. Teresa Ivanikic. Then you got Julia Whittlesell. She's the one in the blue. So I want to give them their names, give them their credit. And got the front double bicep there, and you can see 67 there. Ivana is just awesome. I just think the structure and everything, like, she could do. I wonder what she'd look like in women's physique. Guys, let me know how many categories have been on stage already. So we've had the women's bodybuilding already, and we're on to women's physique right now, and it's nearing the end of women's physique. So they're about to go off stage, and I don't know who's on after that. So not too sure. And you let me know in the poll as well. We've got who do you think is going to win the 2023, and there's the back relaxed as well, and you can see 67. Just the taper, like the waist to lat to shoulder, glutes are developed. You know, maybe it could be more conditioned. I'm looking at these girls on stage now. I don't think it's overly flattering lighting particularly, but it is hard to tell that background. Says Xavier Loho says, do you think Hoffman was severely underrated as a classic physique? I mean, he was really good. I don't know if he was underrated or not. Maybe correctly rated. I don't know. Yeah, the girl on the right, her lats. On the left, very crazy lats. She has an insane back. I'll go back to the back double bicep. You can see it. It's insane. Look at that. That is crazy. That's Veronique Coleman back of a female bodybuilding division. If she could bring up the hardness in the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more, you can see here, you know, this girl here is probably winning in the hams and glutes department from the back, I'd probably say. But 67, I think, has the best overall balance. I think she'll probably take the win, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a good point. Kevin Clements, I wish they could do a package like 10 shows, excluding the Arnold High and Olympia, and you can choose your 10 shows to see. That'd be awesome if they could do. I've always talked about this. The IFBB should try to overtake that, and then, you know, maybe have, you know, charge for that, and then they don't have to charge all these fees for people to put on comps, so the promoter gets something out of it. Then they can obviously make money on ticket sales. I don't know how it would exactly work, but yeah, the girl does have like on the right, she does have quite a short torso, which I think you can see from some of the other angles as well. Doesn't look as short there, actually. That's for women's physique there. You can see on the right, she looks amazing. It looks like it's down to a final 2 call out in women's physique, and now I'll take some screenshots. The numbers are 113 and 117. Because they're doing these in different orders, I can't tell which girls these would be. I've got to try to listen out for names more in the next divisions, and I'll try to do that. Some people say, Alex Bruckner says, I just don't get why you guys have Iain winning. Flanigan's going to win Mr Olympia. Oh, what's up? We have Ariel Kadar, superstar fitness competitor, in the comments. Women's physique, figure, wellness, bikini, men's physique, lunch break, wheelchair, classic, 212 open. Hope that helps. Honestly, I didn't even know that, Ariel. So thank you so much. And says, thanks for doing these, Xavier. No worries at all. Pleasure to have, hopefully, future Miss Fitness Olympia in the comments. That's cool. Lunch break, yeah. Yeah, good point. So Sloth UK says the reason why so many people have Iain winning this contest is because he is like the highest placing guy in the Olympia. And I'll bring up some video here where you can see Iain Valliere and his latest physique updates. They're my predictions as well for the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show. Yeah, hopefully we have a Miss Olympia, this year's Miss Olympia in fitness in the comments in Ariel Kadar. Shout out. Go follow her on Instagram and all that good stuff. But yeah, you can see that's my top 10 predictions. I do have Iain winning this contest, but I don't think it's a blowout. And now we have figure on stage as well. So I actually want to I'm going to star that comment from Ariel so I can pull that up whenever I need it, basically. So women's physique. So yeah, we've had women's bodybuilding as well already on stage. So women's bodybuilding, women's physique. We have figure on stage now. We've got wellness, bikini, men's physique, lunch break, wellness, wheelchair, classic, 212 open. Hope that helps. Awesome. Some people saying, yeah, Iain is even polarizing in terms of his physique because, let's go back to it. We've got a lot of physique updates here. Also go back to Iain's one. So Iain, he's looking fantastic in these updates here. You can see the legs look nice and round and full. The arms look good. He doesn't have that huge amount of pop there to the tricep where it pops right out, but he is shredded. And he has quite an indentation in the middle of his chest. I've never really noticed it a huge amount before, but it's definitely there. I don't know if that will be a factor whatsoever, but the abs look tight. He doesn't have overly developed abs. His waist is a little bit wider than some guys, so he's not the prettiest physique, but he has a lot of mass and a lot of conditioning. So Iain's going to be dangerous in this show. I can't see him being outside the top 2, and likely I think he'll win this one. Here we go. This is good from Alex Bruckner. Says, I don't hate Iain. I like him as a person. His physique is flawed. You can definitely make the argument for that for sure. There are flaws on a lot of guys' physiques. He does have maybe a few more than a few others, but yeah. Holy smokes, Ariel is in the house. Yeah. You can see Hassan on the screen right now. We currently have figure coming out on stage. There's probably going to be a few of these girls. Dave Plumbo's awesome. I really like Dave. This is Mike Lucy. I'll go back to some of these other updates because we've got some of. We saw Hassan. Did I get his 1 day out ones? So this is Hassan. No, this is 2 day out. So this is a video that he posted up, and you can see the chest striations there. And I love it when it's actually a video. He is going to be so crazy dangerous when these guys get to the stage. But it seems like the male open bodybuilding might be a little bit away. It might be an hour. It might be, I don't know. I feel like the prejudging is almost going to run into the finals, which is crazy. So the final starts 4 hours from now. So yeah, I mean, by the time they wrap up the open bodybuilding, the classic, and the 212, it's going to be a fair way deep into this. But I'm going to stick around for the entire thing, and my voice will probably leave me. But I have that starred comment from Ariel, so I can find out when all these classes are. And there's actually no fitness at this contest, which is interesting because they have so many divisions. I feel like fitness is one of the most interesting divisions out there. So yeah, good point. Gabrielle Sleto says, if Iain misses his peak, Hassan will definitely pull through. There's definitely a chance of that. Absolutely no doubt there's a chance of that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Corona says, enjoying the coverage. My wife's boyfriend introduced me to your channel. That's cool. I love the word of mouth. Give him a shout out for me. And shout out to you, Coronas, for getting onto desktop bodybuilding, becoming a desktopper. Hassan's X-frame looks awesome here. Let's go back to it. See him there. I think I have another up there. I think this is the most impressive update because you see him moving. You see there's details there. Are his legs inside out? No, but do they have to be? They're so crazy huge. They've got plenty of lines in them. His waist, I don't think, is blown out. His chest looks good. Arms look good. Traps look good. The only thing will be, how does he look standing next to all these other guys? Because he is not the widest on stage. Yeah, you guys are split, really split in comments. I love the back and forth. David Noble, at work for 12 hours today, so I'll be here with you. Lol. Shout out, my man. Enjoy work. Hopefully you enjoy the stream and I make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, and people saying like Pro Skim Construction says there is no way Iain will lose. So people are so hard on each side of this. We've got Williams Fitness in the comment. Xavier, how's it hanging, bro? I haven't spoke to you in ages, my man. Send me a message. Go follow Williams Fitness on YouTube. Oops, did I say my wife's boyfriend? Did someone say that? My wife's boyfriend? Or did I just say it wrong? Oh, I've lost it in the comments. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. My wife's boyfriend introduced me to your channel. It wouldn't even make sense if it was your boyfriend's wife. Which small city do you, small town, ancestral town do you guys live in? That's awesome. You guys are pretty hardcore one way or the other in terms of your predictions. Williams Fitness, who do you have winning this one? Thank you, my man. Appreciate the love. People going as far to say Iain is done. Yep, this is a good point. Lee Yang Min is crazy shape. He is crazy shape. He's very crazy shape. Yeah, he's looking really, really good in his updates. I don't have any in this role that I'm putting up on the screen right now, but he's got a very good physique. I might even pull him up on Instagram so I can show you guys how. I call him Yang Ming Lee, but it's different. It's a different order every time for those guys' names. My girlfriend's husband. my husband's. It's my, yeah, he said his wife's. It doesn't matter which way you say that. Can I have some confirmation on if it's your wife's boyfriend that turned you onto my channel? Because that's hilarious, and I said it out loud, not realizing what I was saying. Michael Doherty in with a comment. Shout out, my man. It's Iain's show to either show up or lose. It's pretty much a home field advantage. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, you always feel like the home guy is going to get the nod. But, I mean, Lee Priest in Australia, he got second in a somewhat close show before. He has won that show as well against a very good, I think it was Ronnie Raquel who got second in that one on the Gold Coast in Australia. And they're my predictions. Let me know your thoughts on those predictions. I'm umming and ahhing about Ross Flanigan second because I think Hassan Mostafa has more chance to win this show. I love it. My girlfriend's husband introduced me to you. That's like the joke of a thing. Good point as well. Matt never missed with an athlete that he's been worked with for years prior. Yeah, it's a good point. Matt doesn't really miss. And that's his whole motto as well. He doesn't miss. So Matt Jansen, yeah. Cronus, please be respectful. The C, I don't even have to say it. I don't want to get this demonetized. So holding scene is very big in the fitness and bodybuilding community. I mean, shout out, my man, if you like, whatever floats your boat. I'm very open-minded. Michael Doherty, I'd say Jason Lowe gets 5th position. Yeah, I've got him in 6th, but I'm sort of doubting those predictions a little bit, to be honest. And that's the latest update from Iain Valliere for those who are not. Yeah, men's physique is coming up. It is not on yet, but it will be on before the break. So I'm not sure how far away that is, but hopefully not too far for you guys. I mean, as much as I love all the divisions, yeah. We're getting a lot of the Asian comments again. I don't know what they say. 212. That's all I can read. Shout out to all my Asian followers in the comments right now. It's happened on another stream. To all you Asian guys, shout out to all your friends. Please. I want as many views as possible. Asia in the house, yeah. What time's men's open? I have no idea. Aquarium affinity. I'm big into aquarium. Send me a message if you have any tips for me. I want to get some fish. What's easy and not a fortune. So yeah, still figure on stage right now. Just showing you guys the recent physique updates from the men's open. Capone, dedication. I don't know when men's open is. This is the schedule that Ariel Kadar gave us. I'll pull this up on the screen. So this is the schedule that Ariel Kadar gave to me here. It says women's physique. Well, we had women's bodybuilding first. That's been on. Women's physique. Figure, which is on now. Then you got wellness, bikini, men's physique. Then a break, where I'll probably just put some ads up on the screen or something because I'm not going to shut down this live and start a new one. Then we've got the wheelchair, which I think only has a couple people in it. I'll bring up the competitors list, actually. Let's bring up the competitors list. That's Jason Lowe on the screen right now. So shout out to Jason Lowe for how damn good he is looking in his most recent updates. And I'll just open on Instagram as well, Yang Min Lee, so you guys can see the Asian sensei. Oops, I'm typing out on my wrong computer. I've got 2 computers going at the moment. I've got my laptop with live stream, and then I've got the main computer I'm on here. I didn't want anything going too slow, which it probably is anyway, and I apologize for that. So I'll pull up some Yang Min Lee for you guys, because there's a lot of Yang Min Lee or Lee Ming Yang fans in the comments. Let me know if you are a fan of Yang Min Lee. I'll pull him up on the screen. How do I find this? Stop that screen for a second. Present. Okay, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so you should be seeing on the screen now. That's Yang Min Lee. This is one of the guys that's in the Open. Turned pro 2 weeks ago. He's going to be... I mean, I love his physique. I don't know how his back looks, though. That's the thing that I'm concerned about, because when you're on his profile... I'll pull up the competitors list in a moment. But he looks like Kevin Laveroni here. Tell me that does not look like Kevin Laveroni's most muscular, hand is together most muscular. Obviously not as good yet, but I mean, you see that isolated. He's got good quads. Very impressive. I mean, his back looks good here. His biceps are a little bit flat, which you see on the front double. That's impressive. I mean, maybe it needs a bit more hardness, a bit more maturity. And you see his lats here, they look like they lack a little bit, holding him above head. But look at that. He can definitely be... I don't know. Can he be a contender to win? I mean, I don't think so, but does he have anything in his story? Any sneak peeks? I don't know if I have the energy to watch through this on the off chance as a physique update. It looks like no. No. But yeah, very, very impressive. But here's the competitors list. Let's go up to the open men. That's not the order. So we've got, we'll see how many we've got. So 212, not many competitors in the 212. We've got Xiang Yop Zhang. So let me know if you guys are here for Xiang Yop Zhang. Drop a comment. Ming Chung Hon. What country is this? I'm not sure what country that is. Let me know what country that is. We got Hwang Shin from Korea. So probably people are a fan of him if you're here for Xiang Yop Zhang. Got Nate Tello from Boston. Out of, what's his gym's name? Gym Hub. There in Boston. Where Jose Raymond trains people. It's like the place to be. Chris Burr. So yeah, not a huge lineup in the 212. In the classic physique, not huge either. But who is before that? We've got men's physique. Still not crazy huge lineups. Wheelchair only has 4 guys as well. The figure, which is, I believe, still on stage now. Yep. So this is the figure. So this looks like the biggest division. So that looks like that's about to wrap up. And then after the figure, we've got the wellness and bikini. Let's see how many numbers we've got. See how long we'll be waiting. Bikini. Actually, it's not a very big bikini lineup. There's that country again. I don't even know what that is. People are probably going to laugh at me, but let me know. I'll get to your comments soon. So women's physique. There's wellness hardly has anyone. Okay, so wellness is we're going to bust through. Bikini's not too big. It's like 2 call-outs. So you got, yeah, wellness will be on soon. Then bikini. Then we've got men's physique, which doesn't have tons and tons. It's like 12 competitors or so. I'll get to your comments. So yeah, I don't think we're going to have too long to wait, which is a good thing. But I'll go back to showing these recent updates from some of these top competitors at this contest, so you guys have something to watch while I'm going through your comments. Oh, here we go. Luke Stockel says, I sent a post of Lee Yang Min's back to your DMs. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to the DMs on IG. I don't want you guys to see that. No, I'm not sharing that screen. Thank God. Let me have a look. It's probably my requests, I'm guessing. Oh, here we go. Shout out, Luke. You sent it 1 minute ago. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's open up. I think I actually went through these, to be honest. Yeah, his back is lacking. Okay, let me open this up. Open this up to show you Yang Min Lee's back, because that is a question. So I've got to catch up with your comments. There's a lot. Have a quick look. Oh, I'm so far behind on comments. Okay, you guys would have to. His back is pretty brutal. Yeah, you guys are not. No, this is obviously not Robin Strand who I'm talking about. I'll pull that up on the screen now. So here's Yang Min Lee's back. Now, I have predictions for this show, which I am going to change on here live. I don't know if I have the energy to pull up, do new predictions. Let me just, remove your comment there for a second so you can see. So I have Yang Min Lee in 4th. I do not agree with Yang Min Lee in 4th. I'm going to put him down into 6th and move up Joe Seaman and Jason Lowe. Jason Lowe 5th. Calling it. Shout out Brian Nasser, my man. First super chat of the stream. Appreciate it. Hassan seems ready. Keep up the great coverage. Shout out, my man. First super chat of the day. And if you want anything, man, if you want a Mills impression, I mean, Hassan, I mean, look at the muscle. It's incredible. I mean, fully exploding. I mean, I don't know what Chad has done, but I assume he introduced the correct hyperemia protocol using insulin, Humulina, Humalog, Humalog. Let's see. What else you guys are saying? Yeah. Hopefully the super chat was worth it, my man. Everyone loves the meal loss. I mean, come on. I mean, Iain. I mean, a great guy. I mean, nothing wrong with Iain, but look at Ross Flanigan. I mean, the details. I mean, he has exploded fully to the max. You know, we do not build the house down just to tear it down and not feed it. I mean, we got to put the carbohydrates in. I mean, high molecular weight. Anyway, I'm going to stop with Mills impersonations. I don't even know if Mills likes it, to be honest. Yeah, you guys are saying 212 and then putting a lot of Asian writing there, so I assume this is all about the Siang Chul. Yep. I'm probably saying that wrong, to be honest. Yeah, someone, Han saying the music with these ladies divisions are terrible. Yeah, we currently on the stage right now, we have Figure and Ariel Kadar. Shout out to Ariel Kadar for giving this running order for us. Hopefully this is all up to date, but it's been right so far. We had women's bodybuilding first, women's physique. Figure is on stage now, and then I assume any minute we're going to have wellness. I'm actually wondering if we're at wellness now. Let me just check. No, this is Figure. For sure, this is Figure. It's a very long Figure division. It's actually the biggest division of the day, so. Do you know the mass, Mr. Zhang? I don't know him personally, but yeah, I definitely know of him, and we'll be discussing him, and he'll be on in the 212s before you guys know it. And when I say before you know it, it's probably going to be about half an hour to an hour away. I have not ever tried Ross Bowl of Gains. The shipping to Australia is like ridiculous, like crazy. Yeah, Milos has a good sense of humor. He's definitely a cool guy. I've been trying to get him on my podcast though, but he trains with I think like a UFC fighter or something, and but he just sort of goes whenever that guy goes, so it's hard to lock him in. But here's the podcast whore I've been called. I mean, I don't know where I get this name. I mean, it's not like I don't want to say that word too much. I'll probably shut down the stream. Xavier, what's your honest opinion on the ladies divisions? Okay, so my honest opinion on the ladies divisions is that they do an awesome job. I like them, but the fact is there are so many. Like at this show, there is so many divisions. As good as these competitors are, there are so many pro cards given out. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I would cover the women's divisions if they got the hits. They just don't. I mean, they just don't, unfortunately. I mean, you got the superstars of the divisions, like your Ariel Kadars, all your top girls like that. They get the hits because they're of such a high standard, and I love watching those girls compete. Absolutely love it. But some of these smaller shows, I mean, it does take a long time. It needs to be entertaining. We have to do something else with it to speed it up and get more of these girls on stage at the same time. I don't know what we have to do, but there's a lot of divisions. Bikini, wellness, physique, fitness, women's bodybuilding. I don't know if I said them all. There might be one more. I'm like, you shouldn't have to think of the names and really struggle with it. With men's, it's 212, men's physique, open bodybuilding, and classic. 4. I mean, that's still a lot. What's my top 4 predictions for the 212 today? Let's go. I mean, honestly, I don't know the guys well enough. I've got to be honest. Jenna Amrolia says, Xavier, read this in Milos' voice. Tell me what to read. I mean, you're talking about my top 10 predictions. I mean, at first, obviously, Iain Valliere, he's a huge bodybuilder. I mean, I think he'll be conditioned enough, but Iain has some structural flaws. I mean, he's not like a Samson Dowd. I mean, look, Samson has phenomenal, round, full. I mean, second, Ross Flanigan, man. Ross, what do I call him? Sauce boss? Oh, I'm struggling with Mills' voice. It's going to exhaust me. Tell me what you want me to read him in Miller's voice. Your above message. Oh. I mean, he makes fun of me on his live chats. I mean, why would I go on his show? I mean, you tell me. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy is completely disrespectful. I mean, he does not follow the correct hyperemia protocols. I mean, come on. Yeah, what does he want? I love Milos. He's awesome on the live, the lives, the Cutler Cast, and then on the Menace podcast and all those. Listen to and watch every single episode of all those ones. People would call me a bodybuilding nuffy. That's why I do these live streams, and literally it's 1:19 in the morning. I'm going to be up all night doing this, but do it for the love of this. I'll show you guys a few of the updates. Some of these guys. Let me add this to the stream. So this is Li Yangming's back, which leaves a little to be desired, unfortunately. But he's a very good competitor, but I think that is what will hold him back. No pun intended, clearly. But yeah, great competitor, but... So let's have a look at the 212s. I can't remember what I was about to do. I was about to bring something up, but... We have the figure on now. We actually have a top women's figure competitor on stage right now, actually, I think. If it's who I'm thinking it is. And you'll see the lineup. Oh, actually, there's a few really good girls here. I want to give these girls their credit. So there are some impressive physiques on stage right now. All right, let me just get one more screenshot for you guys so you guys can see the figure. Yeah, and you'll see this is the physique I'm talking about. Oh, I'm trying to remember her name right now off the top of my head. She commented on a recent photo that I put up on Instagram. I'll just share this and then I'll try to find that for you guys. And I'll actually pull up the photos as well on the screen very, very soon too. She's ultra, ultra impressive. Let me just go through my recent posts and I'll find this for you guys. I mean, there's Milos. He's measuring himself up against Nick Walker height-wise on Instagram right now. I mean, you got to check it out. It's probably one of the best posts I've ever seen. Maybe my best post I've ever done. Super popular, super liked. Let me try to find where actually this was. Oh, actually, I know where it is. I'm pretty sure. Lola Montez. So she's a phenomenal competitor. I'll actually show you on both IG and also on here as well. I've got some screenshots for you guys so I can show you. Let me share her. So there we go. So this girl, Lola Montez, is competing in this show. She's out of Vegas, I believe, as well. And she is like, she's got an incredible physique. But she's not the only incredible physique. Like, there's a girl in this second call out that has the tiniest waist. Like, I feel bad for some of them that are so good. It'd be interesting to see if her back's underdeveloped, because from the front, she's crazy. I think they'll switch her into the middle. Yep, they're switching her right into the middle straight away with the second call out. Not this girl on stage now, Lola Montez. She definitely looks like either the winner or right up there. Michael Sloan, what up, Xavier? Love to see Hassan win, but they will give it to Iain. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I don't think they're gonna give someone such a huge gift that they actually, it's so different. Like, giving someone a win. Yeah, it's good what I'm talking about on stage. Like, it's crazy in the second call out. Okay, so let me pull some of these screenshots of Lola Montez competing at this show. This is her obviously at the Miss Olympia figure. Let me open these for you guys.
Oh, where are they? What have I done here? Oh, it's the wrong class. Oh, that's actually the top 2 from the women's physique. Open these ones. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'll show you this for a second so it doesn't have to go to my full fat head on the screen. And let me pull up this for you guys. I'll share the photos of what's on stage at the moment, or what was just on stage. I've got the wrong thing open on my screen right now. Okay, here we go. So this is our figure second call out. Oh, it's only one screenshot there. What? Let me try this again. I don't know why that happened. I tried to pull up 4 or 5 photos at once. Let's try this again. For some reason, that's not working for me. Unusual. Oh, here we go. Now it's working, finally. Okay, let me open this up for you guys. All right, here we go. So here's some screen captures. So this is, I believe, the top 2 in women's physique because it was a 2-girl call out. This physique's pretty awesome here. So I'd say she's probably winning, unless it was like a tiebreaker at prejudging. I'm not too sure there. And then this is the second call out. And you can see here, this physique got moved straight into the middle. And I'm not surprised by that whatsoever, but this was the second call out, I believe. And this was the first call out. And you can see here, Lola Montez really is, I mean, this girl here looks a clear second to me. Not sure of her name, but Lola Montez, like, look at those quads. Look how they're shaped, like, so awesome. Tiny waist, lats pop, delts pop, and she's not too big either. I mean, her legs, you can argue they're maybe too muscular, but look at all the other girls' legs. Very muscular. It's just that they're cut so well. And you actually look at them, like, look, muscular legs. All these girls have really, really muscular legs in a figure now. And it never used to be that way, but these girls have crazy legs. And if she's got the same level of legs in terms of muscularity as a lot of these other girls, but just better, they're more muscular, but not by a huge, huge amount. And we've got those beautiful lines through them, tiny, tiny waist, and then just pops like that. It's like, how can you deny this girl? And then I believe this girl will be second. She's very, very impressive as well. And look over here. I mean, like, this girl on the far left, crazy. We've got some more photos too. I think this is where she sort of, her physique really comes alive. Even green here looks really good on that quarter turn as well. And then from the back, pop. Also very good here. And this is where this girl falls down a little bit, and you sort of see why they've ordered it in this way. And that's a brilliant call out in the way they've structured that. But there was one girl, like I said, in the second call out that I think can work her way up. This girl here. I think this is a really good look because she's not overly conditioned. She's not overly big. She just looks really good with that tiny waist. So she was moved straight here. But let me know your thoughts. Let's go back to a few of these physique updates of the men's open, guys. Because I know a lot of you guys are here for the men's open. They are coming up. Next division is on stage right now. Now we'll have a very short, like, 2-minute break in a second. 2:12 time. I'm not sure when 2:12 will be on. We're looking at maybe, I'm completely guessing. So I'll bring up the schedule that Ariel Kadar posted, who's potentially a next women's fitness Olympia. There's some great girls, obviously, in that fitness. She has women's physique. So we had women's bodybuilding, women's physique, figure. We're on to wellness now. Then we've got bikini, then men's physique. So after wellness, we've just got the bikini before men's physique. But it says lunch break. It might be like a 15-minute break. I don't think they'll have a long break at all because the show started a little bit late. Lots of divisions, plus for when finals start. They're my predictions for the Open on the screen now too, if you were wondering. We've got the wheelchair, only has 4 competitors, then we're into the Classic. Then we're into the 212, and then we're into the Open. So I know a lot of you guys are waiting around for those classes, and they're going to be exciting. I'm going to have some screen captures of those for you guys. And I encourage you guys to get the live pay-per-view as well. So if you are watching live, wow, you guys have left lots of comments. Yeah, EP09, you know what's up. When a man's got to go, a man's got to go. I've been drinking a lot too. I've had like a cup of tea here. I don't even know if Americans do that. I've got peppermint tea. I'm a little bit laggy, I think. I've got some little snacks. But yeah, I've actually got a protein shake here as well. Muscle Tech, this is actually Nitro Tech as well. And I stupidly put this through the dishwasher. So there was a Muscle Tech logo there. No longer. But I do have Muscle Tech shakers and whatnot. So I will try to do that, obviously, for Muscle Tech in my next video. I did in my last one. I did a little, don't know if you guys saw that. Drinks break and put like 4 seconds of like music over there. No, this is not the BCAAs. This is the Nitro Tech, which is the protein powder. Very, very tasty. But yeah, I'll run through a few more of these physique updates. Also, guys, go follow EP09, fellow YouTuber, doing the bodybuilding content. Does a great job, actually, as well. Probably one of the more underrated channels out there. That's Iain Valliere. Obviously, a day out. Here's Hassan Mostafa. When he goes into that pose at the start, he's letting his stomach hang out a little bit. That's the only concern I have for Hassan Mostafa. Well, I thought they said the Wellness was on stage right now. These girls wearing heels. Does Wellness wear heels now? Yeah, I think this is Wellness. Yeah, Wellness must wear heels now. Interesting. Didn't notice that. Oh, you're on the same time zone as me, man. Sydney. Yeah, same. 1:30. Dude, like, to be honest, the Open probably could be like an hour away. Oh, Wellness has always worn heels. I'm thinking of women's physique. Oh, yeah, Wellness, of course. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of women's physique. I remember a lot of those girls didn't want to do women's physique and I was doing figure because they wanted to wear heels. Yeah, I guess you just don't notice as much. Yeah, Easy Reef says EP09 is a great channel, can confirm. Get a little bit of lag in my stream, so hopefully it's not lagging too much for you guys. That would be very annoying. I might even remove my face from the screen if that helps at all. I'm not too sure. I'll close, actually. I've got Photoshop open. It's probably not helping things. But yeah, let me know who you guys have winning in the Open. I'm trying to close the Photoshop files now so it doesn't slow down my computer. So hopefully that's a little bit better once it's closed. Let me know if my audio goes bad at all in the stream too. You got the women's wellness on stage right now. Obviously, it's not a man's wellness, so we don't have to cover that too much. But yeah, we don't have too many wellness girls, so we won't be waiting forever. Prolactin party. Prolactin party, yeah. It's gold. Audio is perfect, bro. Shout out AP09. Thank you, my man. Much appreciated. This is Ross, the boss, the sauce boss, Flanigan there in his latest physique updates, only a couple of days out. Kevin Clements. So this is the prejudging that's on right now. These are what you're seeing on the screen are obviously physique updates from some of the top guys, and you'll see my predictions on the screen in just a second. You guys are probably sick of seeing it, but this is prejudging. So we've got the women's wellness on stage right now. The girl on stage right now has crazy developed hamstrings and glutes. It's insane. So for those watching along, this is not going to be the stream on the screen, But what I will do is get some screen captures and you'll see it first here. So, I mean, obviously, if you get the stream, I encourage you guys to get the pay-per-view. The link is in the description below. But if you're not doing that, at least you have something here where you can follow along with the action and we can discuss what's actually happening. Who looks great? Is Iain going to get beaten? Is Hassan at his best? And we have a pretty good live commentary of it. I think you guys enjoy it. I don't feature all the women because I don't know all their names. I don't want to give commentary on stuff that I'm not 100% locked into, but I will give my opinion and share some screen captures of the current divisions. I'll do my best. It's live stream. Try to make it at least somewhat interesting while we wait for the men. I didn't know there'd be so many divisions at the start. But yeah, the open men, I mean, the finals for all of these divisions, and there's a lot of them, starts in, what's time now? In 3 hours and 25 minutes. So there's going to be obviously a few divisions beforehand, the open men, and then we've got the open men. So we've got wellness on stage right now. I'll pull up the current running order according to Fitness Arnold Classic champion and contender for the Fitness Olympia this year, Ariel Kadar. It was women's bodybuilding first, then women's physique, figure, wellness, which is on stage right now. They're doing call-outs, it appears. They've done their individual walkouts. Next, we've got bikini. Ben's men's physique, and she put lunch break in there, but I'm assuming it's going to be a very short break. Then wheelchair only has 4 competitors. Then classic physique. And then we've got the 212, and then we've got the open. So I'm taking my time with these other divisions, but I mean, there's not that many competitors, so yeah, we'll see. I will have to have a pee break soon too, so be prepared. Got my keyboard in a very awkward spot, so I might have to move that a little bit. I don't want to, I'll have to move this microphone a tiny bit. Open is after the women's. Yes, we've got women's on stage right now. It is after the women's divisions. We've got men's physique on first too, so, and the classic, and the 212. No, I don't know when anyone's streaming it live. I assume they're probably getting taken down if they stream it live too, due to copyright if they're putting the video up live. So I can't imagine anyone will be streaming this one live. But whenever any photos do become available as well, I'll be putting those up and bringing it to you guys here first, and we can discuss it all together. Oh man, I forgot how to pronounce your name again. Update me. Hans Korenhoff. Korenhoff. Justin Compton has a guy on the show, and they told him they were going on at 10 a.m. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is there right now, to be honest. I think 10 a.m. was the time the whole show started. But yeah. Oh, perfect. I said your name perfectly. Hans Kornhoff. Love it. I don't know, I might have got it wrong that time. I've sort of forgotten. But hey, I try. These are obviously recent updates of the open guys that you're seeing on the screen. We've seen Valliere yesterday. Let me know your thoughts of this update of Iain Valliere as well. I'm interested to know your thoughts on just the update alone, not how you think he'll do, just the update. Yeah, it's 11:36 then, according to Kevin Clements. So yeah, it must have been 10 a.m. was the time the entire show started. The men are not first, so yeah. Yeah, you obviously got to give the women their respect. At the same time, if it's not drawing the level of interest of the men's, then it doesn't make sense for me to cover it. And the brutal thing about YouTube is if I put out a bunch of videos that don't get hits, it actually kills your channel. It's not like just extra content. It actually kills your channel a bit if you're doing videos that have small click-through rates. So bikini's on now. So we're moving through these divisions. So we have the women's bikini. There's no men's bikini, so just bikini's fine. And yeah, they're coming on stage right now. So not too much longer till a break, and then it's going to be a short break, and I'll probably go to a little break as well. And then we'll be into it. Yeah, these are my predictions for the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show. Let me know your predictions in the comments as well. And I'll actually have a look as well. I'll put these updates back on the screen. I'm gonna search and try to see if I can find any physique updates from today, the day of the contest. Is there any backstage stuff from any of these guys? Stuff could be floating around. Let me have a look through some stuff. In my last live stream, we actually had. I'm just looking at this is the jacked Kendall Jenner or whatever. You guys seen her? Just having a look through some of these top competitors. Paul from Fuad Abiad's podcast is actually judging the show, it appears. Paul Lozon. Paul Lozon. Let's see if there's anything that's gone up from Iain. I think he's like avoiding social media at the moment because he's normally always sharing stuff to his story and whatnot, but probably wise, like the days before the show. And he had some crazy impressive updates of his legs as well. Very, very impressive. See if he's been tagged in anything. This is how I find stuff of Iain. He's been tagged in my latest post on Instagram. Let's bring these up. I'll bring them up. Let me just share my screen with you guys. Luke Stockel says, Iain looks very flat but dry in that update. Yeah, you can say he looks a little flat. Not as much pop to the arms and whatnot, but it's a day or two out. So I mean, a day out, I think. So yeah. So let me share this screen. What do you guys think of these updates from Iain? I mean, the quads and hamstrings don't look too flat here. He's obviously pushing them against the other leg and whatnot, but there is still a lot of thickness there with a lot of conditioning. So his side shots are very, very good. Iain, even though he doesn't have a tricep that pops, it's still such a good shot. The whole shot you got to look at when you look at those shots. His side chest is pretty damn good too. So he really excels in the side shots from the back. It's going to be interesting for Iain. Very, very interesting. Because he's copped a lot about some of that lat retraction and whatnot and things like that. From the front, he can hit some pretty decent shots. But, when you go shot for shot, Iain can sort of fall away a little bit. Yeah, Tory Hill makes point, says, I actually listened to this podcast as well. It's a brilliant podcast. I commented on there. He said, he mentioned he was staying away from social media on Melissa's, his wife's podcast. It was good podcast. He talked about his struggles with mental health, etc. Yeah, I love that. I actually had Beef Stew, Stuart Sutherland, talk a lot about his struggles with mental health on my podcast here as well. And then we did 2 interviews. So, so it's really cool because these guys, even though they're at the elite of this sport, they still struggle. I mean, everyone struggles, but it's good they speak about it because it normalizes it, and makes people feel not alone and whatnot. So, yeah, shout out. But yeah, Iain Valliere, looking pretty next level. These updates, it's almost like a common thing to have your medial striated these days, which is pretty cool. Back in the day, it was just always the outer sweep you want to striated, but now it's like very impressive. I'm going to have a break soon, rest my voice for 2 minutes, and we'll be back soon after that. So we've got the Bikini on stage now, then we've got the men's physique. This is Iain at his guest posing at Fuad Abiad's show. I would like him to pull his elbow back a little bit more if he was actually able to do that. I don't know if it would look better or not. And this is his back. So this is the only real update we've got of his back. And Matt Jansen said, no lat issue. Let's keep pushing. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does show up with a lat issue. That's what I want to see. And I think this gave Iain a lot of confidence. So I think he's going to be way more confident on stage. I don't think that will be an issue. And I hope he does well. I hope he... It's tough to say I hope he wins it because there's a few guys I hope win it. So, yeah, Super Slober says, no bodybuilder gets more hate than Iain, so I completely understand why he avoids social media. He's one of my favorites, and it hurts to see him always getting shit on online. Yeah, me too, man. And like Ian actually seems like a really good dude. Like I really like Ian. I've got a lot of time for Ian. So I don't know why he cops so much. He's opinionated. I mean, in Australian terms, I don't think he's hated near as much, or or cops hate near as much from Australian fans because Australians a lot of time like to tell it how it is. So it's just sort of the way it is. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let some updates go on the screen in a second, and I'm going to quickly take a break, and I'll be back very, very soon. I'm going to put up a quick banner, but I'll be back very, very soon with you guys. We're going to go through some more social media updates, and then before we get to the men's physique, which is on very soon on stage now, and then we'll be getting to all the open men's classes. So anyway, I've got to create a little banner here to let you guys know. Back in, I'll say 5 minutes, even though it's not 5 minutes. I'll say, yeah, 5 minutes. I need to rest my voice a little bit. Live. All right. Let me just add that. I'm going to leave the updates of these current guys going across the screen as we're doing that. I'll just remove that comment. Sorry. I'll be back very, very soon. Yeah, good point, Kevin Clements. Ian is blunt and doesn't mince his words. No, he doesn't at all. I mean, he's probably a little bit more blunt than I'd be in his same situation, but I get it. It doesn't bother me, as an Australian. But anyway, I'll put this up on the screen now, and you guys can watch these updates, and I'll remove myself from this for just a few minutes, and I'll be back very, very soon.
What's up, desktopers? We are back right now on stage at the 2023 Toronto Pro. We have the Bikini on stage now. They're doing comparisons, so hopefully this won't be too much longer. In the current running order, according to Fitness Olympia superstar, well, not Miss Fitness Olympia yet, but many believe she will be the next Fitness Olympia winner. Ariel Kadas. We had women's bodybuilding first, and we had women's physique, we had figure, we had wellness. Bikini's on stage right now, near the end of that. Then we're going to have men's physique, quick break, and then wheelchairs. We've got 4 competitors. That's not going to be long. Then we've got the classic, the 212, and the open. So hopefully it won't be too long. It seems like we're right near the end of Bikini right now, so it shouldn't be too far till we're getting into the big boy divisions, the classic and whatnot as well. So stick around if you have the time. Men's physique timing next, like any minute. Men's physique will be on. Manish Prasad, and I will have some updates from that as well. So, but it shouldn't be too long, because when I looked at the competitors list, it's not a crazy huge men's physique competitor list, so it shouldn't be the longest thing ever. I've made myself a tea here and I want to drink it, but it's a little hot. So go water. I'm trying not to have too much caffeine. I'm trying to save my caffeine intake mostly. This is Joe Seaman on the screen right now, but you guys are seeing, I think it's like 2-day out updates. Looking pretty damn good. No worries at all, Manish. Here we go. This is from Torfik Razak. Says, I don't know what's off about Hassan's physique, but something isn't right for sure. His arms are too short? Question mark. Could that be it? Let's look at Hassan's physique. And I think the main thing is that the dude is narrow. And that's not a slight on Hassan, but he is not a wide bodybuilder. It's just the fact of it. He has a narrow shoulder structure. He's got huge arms. All he can really do is put more size on his delts. He's got pretty big shoulders, pretty big shoulders. I just want to go to this update here. Oops, I'm trying to pause it. Oh, why didn't it pause? Sorry, 1 second, guys. I just want to go to this update with one that looks really impressive. Here we go. So you got the most muscular here, and you can just see when if you had a Jay Cutler next to Hassan here, you would see the clavicle difference, how wide the clavicles are. Yeah, exactly. Super Slober says narrow clavicles. That's exactly what it is. And he can't do anything about that apart from just add more muscle to that physique and try to keep the waist tight to try to create an illusion. On stage by himself, he could definitely look like the winner, no doubt. But I'm really not sure. But yeah, Hassan looks very, very good. He doesn't have, I suppose, the longest arms, but I think it's more the clavicle width. But very, very impressive how he's looking. And if he can be really conditioned, really tight, he has to have the midsection tight. He can potentially beat Iain Valliere here. Do I think he will? Oh, I've got to get rid of that back in 5 minutes thing. Stupid banner. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, still Bikini on stage right now. We're doing a lot of comparisons here. I don't know if this is the first call out or not, so I won't try to share any of the photos because I don't want to say, oh, this is the first call out, and I have no clue. My predictions in the men's physique, sorry, I did not follow men's physique well enough. Let me know your predictions. Who do you think is going to be up there? Let me share some of the competitors lists with you guys. Just give me a second here, and I'll share the competitors list so we can sort of go through this a little bit. Classic physique. Here's the men's physique. Let me pull it up. Here we go. So there's the men's physique. I'll just remove myself from the screen for a second. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. If you can't, just let me know. But this is the men's physique competitor list on the screen right now. Who do you guys think? I mean, honestly, I wish I knew the names way better. I wish I did, but I just don't. Manish says, for me, Bun 1 or Boo 1, most probably. Is Boo 1. I've seen a few people mention him. He's from Canada. Boo 1. Chauhan? I don't know if he's a local Canadian or not, but I'll have to
What does he look like? Let me know. Someone asked how old is Ross. He looks like he was an 80s point star. I think mean porn star. He does. He does. He's got the mo. I love it. I love the look. It's unique. Unique to Ross. Oh, he's from India. Oh, it says Ontario, Canada. Is that a mistake on there? Let me know. Shout out Manish as well for letting me know this stuff. Well, there's 2 Manishes. What are the chances of that? One after the other. Is Manish an incredibly popular Indian name? Are you guys Indian? Let me know. That's awesome. Thank you guys for getting in the comments and filling me in a little bit on that. Seems like we have a top 2 in the bikini. Now I'm going to screenshot these girls to give them their props. Just give me 1 second. So in the bikini, I mean, it's so zoomed. I hope they zoom in for the finals. I will just say that for men, because this is pretty zoomed out for a final 2 call out. But yeah, this is bikini. Let's go Yang Sung. Yep. Hey, I appreciate you guys being in the comments. Oh, here we go. Kevin Clements. He is from India but moved to Canada last year, I believe. All right, I'll try to keep up with these men's physique ones, so I might not be as active verbally in the comments, but I'm going to try to keep up with them a bit more. That's Errol Gooley, and this is Jason Lowe, who you're seeing on the screen right now. So hopefully I'm not lagging too much. Showing I've got a bit of a slow connection speed. I'm praying that's not the case. When does Open start? Everyone keeps asking that. I do not know 100% when Open will start, unfortunately. If I knew, I would tell you, but this is the order that we currently have. We've got men's physique up next. We'll be on very, very soon. This is the order according to Ariel Kadar. It's women's physique. We had women's bodybuilding first. Women's physique, figure, wellness, bikini. Seems like we're right at the end of bikini right now. And we've got men's physique about to start. Then there should be probably a very, very short break. Wheelchair, which only has 4 competitors. Then classic. So yeah, right now we're about to go to men's physique right now with a bikini hour off the stage. Shout out Ariel Kadar too. Someone saying Jason Lowe looks like Rafael Brandao. I don't know about that. So this should be coming on stage right now. Your main man. I think his name. What's his name? Buhan? Where is it? So right now we have the men's physique on stage. I'll try to get some screen captures for you guys. Buhan. Buhan is on stage right now, I believe. I think I see George Brown in there. It looks, oh, that's a different guy. So yeah, it's quite zoomed out, but you're able to see something when I share this. Just give me 1 second, guys. There's some good. I mean, there's so many good guys in men's physique. It's ridiculous. And says, Super Sloper says, never know what to look at, but these guys are huge. Yeah, men's physique guys are huge now. All right, let me get up front and back of his first lineup that's come out. Just give me 1 second. Just gotta wait for it to load onto my computer because it's doing a bit of a. Every time I screenshot it, it does basically saves to my desktop on my other computer. So I'm just gonna give it a second. It's just updating now. Shouldn't be a sec. Hopefully, anyway. My computer is lagging a little bit, unfortunately. So we'll have to restart it and probably delete some things when I go live on here once again. Has anyone been on stage yet for Open? No, no one has been on stage yet for Open. I'm going to bring up a photo of Buwan in just a second. Just give me a sec, guys. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit, so I'm not going to try to feature too many things on the screen at once. It's very frustrating. It's just loading up now. Just give it a second. Here we go. All right. I'm going to bring up on the screen now. I believe this will be Boo One. Just give me 1 second. Get rid of that one. And let's share. Just going to stop sharing one of them. And share screen. Sorry guys, 1 second. And that's the wrong one. There we go. So this is the men's physique. You guys should be able to see it on your screen momentarily. So I believe is this Boo One? Let me know, guys. Show us Boo One. Yeah, you guys are excited. Is this him? I believe this is Boo One by the order they came out in. Got another lineup out on stage now. Try to get a screenshot of them. Let me know if that's him. This guy looked pretty damn phenomenal on stage as well. I think this is Boo One. He's definitely one of the contenders in this. Okay, we're calling them out one by one now, so I'll try to get some screenshots of a few of these guys. And then here's from the back. Very, very good back, if this is Boo One. Yes, this is Boo One. He looks great, honestly. And he's about to come in on stage too, so I'll try to get some individuals. I wish they would zoom the camera in more. I really do. Very good back on this dude here as well. This is just a very, very good structure, but it's not the level of maybe like, you look at the density and how cut out this guy's back is. But yeah, this is very balanced. Go on stage now, this guy here. He's got a very, very good back as well. No, I won't be playing the live stream. Boo One. Okay, Boo One's on stage right now. I'm going to get some individual screen captures of this guy, because a lot of people seem to be Boo One fans. Just checking out your comments. Just waiting for Boo One to come out. It looks very good. It was great. And I like that he's not like overly huge as well. Like some of these guys are enormous, and he's very muscular, don't get me wrong. But some guys are, I think, too big. He's moving a little quick for me to try to get... Oh yeah, I got some good screen captures. You guys will enjoy. Just got to wait a little bit for those to load through to this computer, but in the meantime, you can see what he's looking like here. And right now on stage, we have this guy. His name is Rodrigue Chesner from France. If it's in the right order, I hope so. What time is open? This is the most common question here. I do not know what time open is. We have men's physique on stage now. Wheelchair, then classic physique, which should be exciting. We've got the 212, and then we've got open. Not too many in the 212. Not a crazy amount of a classic either, so it shouldn't take forever. And considering there's no posing routines, they've just got individual ones where they hit a few poses when they come out. All right, let's try to bring up some more photos. Boo One. Here they are. They've loaded. Try to bring all these photos up at the same time. Now, let me open this. Why do they come up separate? That's annoying. Okay, but I've got some photos of Boo One. So let's bring Boo One up. I'll just quickly share this for a second so that my head doesn't have to go huge. Share screen. Let's go. Okay, I have some Boo One for you guys. As you can see, it's a little bit pixelated, but you can see, you get the idea of Boo One. He's looking good. He's actually my favorite so far. The way he poses is very, very good too. There's nothing really missing. This was the second group of guys that came out, I believe. So no particular. It wasn't like a second call out. It was just a second group. This guy looks really quite good, like good midsection, good chest and everything. But here's Boo One. Let me know what you guys think. They haven't done call outs yet. They've only done individuals. So they've done individuals and just the lineup. So we'll have to wait and see. The first call out is going to be up very, very soon. And Kevin Clement says, yeah, Xavier, do you think the IFB needs to do something about the size of these guys? Well, I don't know if it was on Fuad's podcast, they were talking about doing a weight restriction, like a height and weight restriction, like the classic physique. And someone said, oh yeah, I heard that too. So it seems like, where there's smoke, there's fire. So it seems likely that there could be some sort of restriction in terms of weight to height with these men's physique guys at some point. I mean, in these shows, you really get to see who's the top of the top and who's not. And sometimes it's quite clear. But, yeah, Boo One is balanced. Very nicely balanced. Impressed with Boo One. You guys called it too. I love the way he does these turns where it's on an angle. It's like aesthetic. It looks good. Oh, Justin, I have to get you back on, man. Dude, sorry I've been so busy. I missed you. I think I missed your message. But my man, Justin Budarina, very, very good physique. This guy can be like the next Bumstead. Crazy, crazy physique. Check him out on Instagram. Follow him. He's absolutely next level. Yeah, awesome physique. He's going to be, just watch him. He got second at a show this year, and you can debate he could have won. But he, next level. Yeah, Boo One here on stage definitely looks the best to me so far. And just an update for you guys as well. Men's physique is on stage right now. This guy looks pretty damn good. I'll get a screenshot of him. Yeah, this guy's very good as well. He's on stage right now. He was actually in that second group of guys that came out. Pretty damn good back as well. Be interesting to see how he does. Yeah, I'll try to get some more screenshots of some more guys. I'll get the first call out actually. Share the back pick of Boo One. This is a back pick, but I'll give you the straight on back pick, which is very, very impressive. Very, very good. It's a very complete back. Like he's got the lower lat, he's got enough of the upper lat to make that real V taper. Very impressive. But I will pull up some more photos for you guys as well. Just checking out who's on stage now. All right. Let's see if there's any. See if I can open all these at once. They all start opening individually for some reason. I don't know why that happens. Quickly switch between these and show you some of these other guys. Boo One, or I'll show you the other guy that I think could win. There's another guy on stage that I think is very, very good. I'll just quickly pull this up on the screen. Present, share screen. So this is another guy that I think could contend that I'm about to pull up now. Okay, so this guy here. Not sure of his name, but he looked damn good. Damn good. I'm going to find which one that is. Gotta find where. Here we go. Where is this one? Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't pull up his front shot. Mustn't have loaded yet, but this is his dude's back. I'll try to find his front shot. It's very, very impressive. Let me just go back to this and then I'll share my screen with you guys. I'm not sure why that other one didn't open. Front shot from this guy. me try to find it. Try to open them all at once and it just refuses to let it do it for me, but I'll share the front shot of him. It looks very, very good. Where is it? Here we go. So here's a front shot from this guy who I thought looked really, really good as well. So I think it's between your man Buwan and this guy. I'm not sure what his name is. Let me know if you know this guy's name. Got a good back as well, so. That bottom photo is the two top girls in the bikini as well, I believe. I didn't get a front one. That wasn't deliberate. Just because I was going through so many screens. But there you go. Yeah, let me know what you think of this guy. Can this guy beat Buwan? Is it possible? We'll have to wait and see if Buwan can be defeated. Yeah, Alex Bruckner says physique should have the weight restriction and classic physique should lose the restriction. Now, do I think they should lose the restriction? I don't think so, because I know how all these divisions go. Look at women's physique. Look at all these other ones. There's so many that we've seen just go by the wayside. And I'm not saying the division's gone by the wayside, but in terms of where they have claimed they wanted to keep it and compared to where it's gone. They can never just... You'll have guys that are like Olympia size, like Rafael Brandao winning the classic, but then it'll be like, does he do open or the classic? And that whole thing. Men's physique coming out on stage right now, and we're going to have the first call out, second call out, and all these other call outs. But yeah, thanks for the question, Alex Bruckner. Shout out. If any of you guys definitely want your comment featured, special shout out to the Milos impersonation. I can do it in Moroni impersonation, which I haven't really featured on the channel too much. I mean, for the most part, I mean, I grew up, I had grit. I mean, and Milos, he always tell me to take the insulin. I never like to take the insulin. Buwan is in dead center. They are about to do the first call out now, so I'll let you know. Ash. Let's see. They just make him stand there right now. They're going to do the call out any second. Oh, I don't think Buwan's in first call out. But the guy on the screen right now is in first call out. No, I think with Buwan, they wanted bigger. They wanted harder. Oh, no, I think they just called him out. It's funny, they went in order. Buwan is in the first call out. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because Buwan's conditioned. He's definitely beating some guys in the first call out too, I think. Okay, they called out 56, but I think they called out him instead of Buwan. They called out 56 instead of 46. So, yeah, it's a good first call out. I'll try to get a screen capture of this for you guys. It's a bit annoying with photographers. Some of them are standing slightly in front of the screen, but first call out on stage right now. Buwan's still on the outside. They might move him around after they do a few call outs because they just basically came out in their order. So I think they're doing front and back, and then they'll be moving them around most likely if they feel it necessary. So, yeah, they're just moving Buwan. Only one spot in. He's not right in the center yet. So they moved him in from far left to second on left. But he can still be being compared for the win. All right. So I'll show you guys front and back and how these guys are positioned. Just give me a second. Okay. They'll just take a second to come up as well. Super Sloper says Buwan's back isn't quite there, I think. Okay, we're moving a guy from the outside now into the middle, into the not far right, the second on the right. They could be comparing someone to Buwan, or they could be just putting him closer to the middle. But Buwan is not in the middle. I think Buwan's back's pretty good. There are better backs up there, but I think he looks fantastic. The way he presents himself, very polished. Very, very polished. I will show you Buwan in just a second. I'm just waiting for those shots to come up. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, I've got some Buwan for you guys. Drop a Buwan in the comments if you want to see Buwan. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's put this on the screen for a second. A second even. Buwan, yeah, all right. Let's show the first call out for you guys. Let me just quickly share that. Just going to stop that screen, present, and I'll pull up Buwan. I'm just going to select the right. Okay, so Buwan is in this first call out. So you should be able to see it on your screen right now. Buwan. This was the other guy I mentioned I was impressed with that we had on the screen just before. This guy's bigger and more shredded, but maybe not as round and bubbly. But he stayed in this position. Buwan got moved in here. Then this guy got swapped with this guy. So this guy's on the far left outside. He's very big. It looks like they're actually marking down too big because he got moved from that spot to the outside. So then Buwan got moved in. You can see there. Looks really good. I think that's a great look. You can say this guy has a bit more roundness and pop. This guy has even more, but maybe too big. This guy also here, I thought he looked really good, but maybe, cutting him down a little bit for being too big. I'm not too sure. And this guy was quite good as well, but, a little bit smaller than these guys. But these, it seemed like he was maybe doing better than these two guys. So it seems like they are sort of cutting down, I suppose, knocking him down a little bit for being too big, maybe. I don't know, just my thoughts. And here's the back shot. This is when Buwan was on the outside, so he probably looked a little bit better once he moved in a bit. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Buwan? Who do you think's winning this one? Let me know your thoughts. I'm trying not to speak non-stop because I'm afraid I'll lose my voice. But let me know your thoughts of that first call out in the men's physique. I'm just going to remove my head from the screen because I feel like it's just in the bottom corner anyway. But yeah, who do you guys have winning that one? You'd even just say second on the left or third on the right or whatever. Let me know what you think of the background. Is the background a little distracting? Yeah, I've like Buwan. I quite like him because the guy that I really like the look of, the guy who's two spots over from Buwan, does not pose as well as Buwan. Like, that's a huge factor for me. I don't know. What do you think? So right now we have, I believe it's actually the third call out on stage now. So they might do a last confirmation call out of the first one and move them around more, which I think they could do. They've been doing quite a lot of call outs. Someone said Buwan is losing from behind to Fik Razak. Yeah, I think so too. Buwan is proper men's physique, I think. Not like too much, but just good. Yep, totally agree. Grey shorts. You talking about the one on the right in the middle? Let me know, Daniel Noble. Shout out my man for your long shift at work as well. Second on the right also looks good from the front. Yeah, but I think they maybe marked him down for being too big, maybe. Let's look at him from the back, actually. Let me find those photos. Yeah, from the back, not as impressive. You can see here, this guy could be the winner because if this guy falls down a bit from the back, I think that I would have Buwan over him, personally. This guy's back's phenomenal, very, very dense. So right now we have a call out on stage now, and it seems very evident to me that these two guys here, they're being compared with two guys in the second call out. So you can cut these two guys on the right out of it. They are not going to be your winners unless there's some very strange thing going on. So this appears to be a top four. The four guys on the left appear to be the top four in this contest. Let me know your thoughts on that. So how do you have these four placing? And this guy just got moved into the middle of that sort of mix of a first and second call out. So assuming with this guy as well. So these two are going to be 5th and 6th, in my opinion. And this is your 1 to 4. Who do you have? There's another photo of him. So that's your 1 to 4, in my opinion, at least by the call-outs. Yeah. When it's open prejudging, I'd say we're looking at maybe half an hour. I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit longer. Depends. They're going to have a break, but I think because it's running a little bit late, the break might not be too long. So, yeah, some of you guys say you can't judge men's physique. Totally understand that. I feel you. So I'm just watching this last call out now. So we've got the Bouwan, and Bouwan's in the middle with the guy in the white shorts. They might move him around, I'm not sure. Okay, now they're swapping. So Bouwan was in the middle. Now they just swapped in number 50, which is your guy third on the right in this call out here. I'm getting some screenshots for you guys too. I just wish number 50 would stand a little bit differently. But his back is very good. So I think 50 is going to win this. Then by the call out, it's either the guy in the white shorts, but I think his back's not complete enough. So I'd have Bouwan over him, in my opinion. I'd have Bouwan or number 50 winning it. And it seems like white shorts is going to be top 3 at least. All right, some screenshots of them. They'll be coming from that last call out very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay, so they're having a 15-minute break now. So I might take a break soon. Oh, here we go. Stanimal, my man. And Stan, if you want to jump in on the live stream too, I'm probably going to have like a 5-minute break. If you want to jump in, man, I will send you the link. Just let me know. And I'll do it. Yeah, Kevin Clements. Yeah, shout out, man. I definitely need a break for my voice. I've been speaking for the last hour 40 or so. But yeah, I'll take like a 15-minute break. 10-minute break while they have a break. They said they're having a 15-minute break now. The Open is on... Oh, Jimmy Sadek. Shout out, my man. What's up? The Open is on... So they're having a 15-minute break, they said now. And then we've got the wheelchair, which is 4 guys in it. So that should be over in 5 minutes. And then we've got the Classic 212, which is a small class as well. Classic is like 12 guys, I think, 10 guys. And then you've got Open. So we're looking at Open at like our time, at least probably 3:15 onwards. So probably about 45, 50 minutes away, I'm guessing. Because they're not going to have that much time between prejudging and finals, because our time, Jimmy, it starts in 2.5 hours. Well, anyone's time, it starts in 2.5 hours. So that's the finals. So whether they're having no break or not, I reckon it's going to be a pretty short break between prejudging and finals. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so we've got some heavy hitters in the chat. Stanimal, Standalonju, only like 4 to 5 weeks out. So yep, the stream has gone on a break. My man, Jimmy, perfect watch it driving to work. I'll be here. Early work day, my man. But shout out. And congrats as well. I've obviously said it to you in person, but on welcoming a child into the world soon. Very, very exciting. Bouwan was in the center for a little bit, so I'll share that with you guys and I'll take a quick little break for about 15 minutes. You just have to be patient with me. Let me just pull this up on the screen. Joe Seaman. Oops. Let me just find the Bouwan. Just bring up the final call out for you guys. The top 4 call out, and Bouwan was involved. I feel bad only mentioning Bouwan, but it seems like that's what everyone is about. Share screen. All right. Can you guys see that now? Hopefully you can. So this is the final call out. So we had Buwan in the middle at the start. And this guy here, oh my God, Stanimal told me before, let me scroll up. That's Rodrigue Chesnier. In the white shorts. And this guy here, I'm not sure of his name, to be honest. He's number 50. None of these guys have really close numbers, really. And this guy here had a phenomenal back. Very, very dense. You'll see it in just a second. But let me know your thoughts on this one. Who do you have from the back? This back here is very, very impressive to me. This is where Rodrigue falls down a little bit, in my opinion. He's not fully into it, but I feel like he was last in the back. But very, very good from the front and very, very shredded. And then, obviously, Buwan. But look at the density of this back here. I don't think he's posing it very well. I think I'd still give it to these two guys over him from the back, just because, well, he's just not posing it right. But, oh my God, like that is just incredible muscle bellies. And then you can see Buwan got moved out for number 50. But he did spend plenty of time in the middle posing. So take from that what you will. Not sure who's going to win it. I'm guessing first by call out. Second? But I would personally have Buwan ahead of him. But maybe second by the call outs, and then Buwan, and this guy in fourth, in my opinion. Just the way I see it sort of playing out. But it could go any which way. So anyway. Stanimal's running errands. But shout out, man. And hopefully get that Olympia qualification soon. And we'll definitely do an episode of Bodybuilding University early next week. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have a 15-minute break. I'm going to put a banner up. But make sure you tune back in because soon Open will be up. And yeah, I'll create this banner. But I'll go to a break now, give my voice a little rest, and talk to you guys very, very
What's up, desktopers? We are back for the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show, and hopefully you guys are hearing me all right now. And these are the latest physique updates for those who are wondering from the open competitors that are competing in today's Open Bodybuilding contest. You just started pouring down rain where I am as soon as I started this. So hopefully you guys can't hear that. I think it is, yeah, it's pouring down rain where I am right now. Yeah, the wheelchair is on stage right now. I will get some comparisons of these guys. There's only 5 competitors, so that one won't take too long. Then we're into the classic physique, the 212, and the open men's bodybuilding as well. So let me know who you guys have. All right, so this is Robin Strand on the screen right now that you guys are seeing. I think my camera is lagging a little bit. Sorry, guys, about that. I'll remove that banner from the screen too. We don't need that. We don't need that up in here. I might change that banner to say up next. Put that on there. There we go. Got a little banner going across the bottom there. But yeah, we've got the classic physique up next, the 212 and the open bodybuilding. Finally getting to it. Jason Lowe, you can see on the screen right now. That's his latest physique update. Looking very, very impressive in his move from the 212 to the open. He has definitely expanded, added some size. He's looking really good. When these wheelchair guys do some comparisons, I will have some of them popping up before we go to that classic physique. And we're live as well in, how far from now? We're live in 2 hours for the final, so it's not a big break. What's up, guys? Who's on stage? We have a wheelchair on stage right now. We've got classic physique, 212, and the open. What's up, Kevin Clements? Shout out, my man. All right, so the guys coming on stage right now. We're about to for the comparisons. This is Ross Flanigan on the screen right now. This is his latest physique updates. I saw these on an IG story and thought, we need this. And there's obviously Iain Valliere, who is the favourite in this contest. I believe I've actually got... I won't open it up because I'm getting a little bit laggy in my stream. I noticed my camera for some reason is lagging a bit, but by the time we go for finals, I'll be shutting down my computer, clearing it out, and making sure this is running smooth as possible. They're my predictions. You guys let me know what you think. Are they right? Are they wrong? Am I putting Ross Flanigan too high? Some people believe so, then some people believe he's going to win. So, who knows? These wheelchair guys really take their time with their posing, and not just because they're in a wheelchair though. Like it takes a long time to go through these ones. So we've got some comparisons from the wheelchair guys, and then we'll be going to it. So ask any questions you guys might have. Wheelchairs on stage right now, for you guys wondering. I'll go to the men's physique, a few of those photos. So this is the men's physique from just earlier. That's the top 4. That is the final call out. Go through a few of these. Buwan, he was super popular amongst the people, the desktoppers. Super Slober has the same predictions as me. Smart man. Great minds. Yeah, it's between number 50, I'd say, this guy here, but he lacks a bit in the back, and then Buhan. Let me know your thoughts on the men's physique there. There's our man Iain Valliere. What time men's open bodybuilding going up? Up next, classic physique, 212 men open bodybuilding. I can't give you guys a specific time because I don't have one myself, unfortunately. Yeah, super slow, but yeah, Joe may be higher, and let me pull up that. Joe may be higher. Him and Ross could flip-flop maybe. Absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot of guys could flip-flop in this lineup, to be honest. Let's move these guys around on stage right now. In the wheelchair.
so let's see. I'll get some screenshots of these guys doing wheelchair. It's cool the IFBB does this, but it does take up plenty of time. I'll get their front and back double biceps for you guys. That's Michael Lucy on the screen right now. Men's physique, the results. This is just for prejudging we had of men's physique earlier. So for people who are asking who won men's physique, did Buhan win, all that sort of stuff. That will be decided at the finals. There is a link, I believe, in the description of this one. Let me know if there's not, to the finals live that I'll be doing. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Oh, I missed the back double bicep for wheelchair. I'll get the backlight spread. But yeah, I'll bring up those photos in a second for you guys. Iain, yeah, someone said, did Iain always have that gap in his pec? That physique update will come back up on the screen soonish. I'm not sure if he always did or not. As I'm saying, Hosen Kalate. Do you believe he's going to win? He's a good competitor. I'll probably put him too low in my predictions, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. And Michael Padre Paderis says, I think Hassan is with Chad Nichols. Yes, he is. Hassan is being coached by Chad Nichols. I'll bring up some of these wheelchair guys up on the screen in just a moment for you guys as well. It's just taking a little bit to load, so I'll wait for that. I think I'm overloading my computer. Probably bring up too many photos as well. Let me close some of these. All right. So wheelchair bodybuilding is on stage right now, the pro wheelchair. Let me just share this. That's Iain Valliere. Let's just look at the pec gap quickly. The people have been. Oh, let's get back to that. So is that some sort of an injury, guys, or has he always had that? Let me know. Oh, yeah, here we go. Super Slober says, yeah, he always had that. Yes. Yeah, well, I've never really noticed it, so maybe it's just the image or whatever. You can notice it a bit more. Did it happen already? What are you talking about? The Open? The Open has not been on as yet. Someone said, actually, in the live stream earlier, I saw someone said that they were backstage at the contest and a bunch of the guys were going flat. So that's not great. I think wheelchair's about to wrap up on stage too, by the way, guys. So just a heads up. So Classic Physique's about to come out on stage. So stay tuned. Here's the wheelchair, guys. Prejudging's on right now. Open is on. I assume we've got the Classic Physique right now. They're coming out on stage. We've got just the 212s, which is a short, small lineup, and then we have the Open. So pretty soon overall. They're doing a bit better on the zooming on the live stream too, so it's good. Classics coming out now. They've just got first overall comparisons. Bionic Body, if you guys know him. No worries at all, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the live. Doing my best here at 3:05 a.m. in the morning here. And I'll be doing it for finals too. I'm going to be absolutely wrecked. Looking at classic guys on stage now. There's one or two physiques that really pop out here. One especially. Hopefully I get these names right, but I'm just going to be going off the competitors list, so I'll show you a back shot as well of these wheelchair guys. They were just on stage there, and this guy in the middle, I think he's a clear winner, in my opinion. Clear winner. Go back to the front double bicep. Definitely. Clear winner. We're just going through the overall lineups in this Classic Physique right now. In the meantime, I will go back to these updates. from some of the top pros doing this one. I would love in the men's physique if actually we're able to wear different colored trunks. I get a little bit over just seeing the same black trunks. You can't differentiate the physiques as much. Everyone sort of looks the same. I like the look of black trunks, but when everyone's wearing them, the lineups look the same. I don't see why we can't have different colored trunks. Just have them different lengths, like the old school days, like the classic days. Yeah, if the guy has bionic legs, like he literally has, like it's fucking awesome. Oops, I probably shouldn't swear on this. So I'll wait until they do the actual call-outs for classic physique. We're going to have them come out individually, then we'll do call-outs. So I'll wait for the call-outs to get some screen captures for you guys. Just trying to watch a bit of it. I actually took my contact lenses out before, so if my eyes are red, I was just poking myself in the eye before to get them out. What you guys saying? What about Boo One? Boo One looked good. I had some photos of him up before. He was in the middle of the last call out, which is obviously the top group of guys. He's in the top 4, but we'll have to wait and see. Kevin Clements, good question. Xavier, how do you prepare for these hours? Do you start sleeping for the preceding week earlier, later, or do you have to take time off from work? Dude, I just push. I had a half an hour nap on the couch before this, and then I will sleep for like probably after I do my finals live, I'll sleep for like 4 hours, and then I just try to go back to a normal sleeping pattern. So just push. So Bionic Body's on stage right now. I'll get a screen capture of him. This dude's motivating. I'll get a couple. So impressive. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He literally has, bionic legs from the knee down. And this dude has quads and stuff as well. I don't know how he does it. All right. Oops, I keep bringing that same one up. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of a lag on my stream. I don't know what's going on. I can't even remove that comment. So let me bring up Bionic Body. Share my screen. Wish there's a quicker way to do this actually on this program, but oops, wrong one. I've got to actually open the photos first. That would be helpful. Okay, so we have a classic physique on stage right now. Just give it a second. Just got to wait for these photos to load onto my computer. And then I'll be getting photos of the screen captures from the first call out. So you guys can at least see a little bit of what's going on. What time's the show on? The show is on right now, but we do not have the open men out yet. So we're looking at probably maybe 20 to 30 minutes, let's say. Probably 30 minutes, realistically. But stay tuned. All right, let me open up some of these photos of these guys. All right, it should be coming up now for you guys. That's Bionic Body. How cool is that? Like, the dude actually has a legit good physique as well. Like, it's not just like, it's a sympathy though. This guy is a legit guy. That is so damn cool. Then, shout out Kevin Clements. Heavy applause for Desktop Bodybuilding, and I sincerely mean it when I say thank you. Your expertise commentary is so very helpful. Shout out, my man. That means a lot to me. You've been waiting 4 hours for open. Well, the show only did start 3 hours and 11 minutes ago, so you've only been waiting 3 hours and 11 minutes for open. Yeah, it's a long one. Go on stage right now. It's really good. The classic. I'll get some photos of this guy. He looks really good. So let me just get screenshots of this guy. Get him from the back as well so we can see what's happening back there. Some good physiques out there. Yeah, good point. This is from Gambarizing. Gambaries. Yeah, Gambarizing. Says double amputee and still has shredded quads. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I honestly, I wonder. I would wonder what it would feel like to try to do like a leg press or like, yeah. I can't even imagine how that works or how that feels. You know, it'd be a completely different feeling because you're not feeling the tension through your feet. Like I've seen people do it though. You hear for Boo One, Men's Physique. He's already been on in the prejudging. He'll be back on in the finals, so make sure you tune into my finals where you get results and see if he actually wins that one. He was in the final 4 call out. There was photos I put up earlier, so you can scroll back and try to find that spot. But I put up Boo One, plenty in the Men's Physique. So and Rachel Craig says Jason Lowe looking awesome. Yeah, absolutely. He looks next level. He looks absolutely killer. And we've got a female in the stream as well. Yeah, it makes me depressed looking at my skinny legs too, man. Garrett Johnston says, hey Xavier, just curious, do you also juggle a day job in addition to running your YouTube channel? Been looking forward to this live all week. Oh, shout out my man. No, I don't have a regular day job. So this is my main job is desktop bodybuilding. But, you know, you do a little bit of coaching and other things like that and makes up a full-time income. So yeah, my main gig now is desktop bodybuilding for the most part, but there is still other streams of income. So all right, let me pull up some more photos for you guys. I'll just pull this up so at least you got something to watch while I'm doing this. Let me just pull up these other photos of this guy who I think is a contender in Classic Physique. There's another guy on stage right now that looks really good too. There's one guy that in one of the call-outs that really stood out to me. I'll pull him up now. Here we go. So this guy in the Classic Physique really, really impressed me. What do you guys think? I don't like it when, I don't know if he was fully into his shot here, but I think Chris Bumstead pulls his elbows back a little bit on my back double, and it's very rare, but it makes him look really good in this. But I just like the look of the elbows up more. I don't know, I just don't like this elbow low look down here. I would like to see his elbows pushed out more, probably get more width on his back overall. I just think it would look better overall. Could be a little bit harder in this area, but it's a good look for sure. What do you guys think? Blizzy Blake Yopper, yeah, for sure, man. I complained about breaking both my legs in 2018. No excuse now, yeah. A guy that has no legs from the knees down. Kevin Clements, yeah, I watched Jason's channel and he's looking awesome and he's a really nice dude. That's cool. Thank you, KP. Appreciate it, my man. Yeah, I'm going to do it for every comp this year, so stay tuned. Subscribe to Desktop Bodybuilding if you guys aren't. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that retracted scapula, back double bicep, Brian Tran. Totally agree. That's exactly what it is. That one there, as we were just talking about. And then Pop and Phil is asking, is Buon has a chance for first?
He's in the middle for a little bit. He has a chance for it. I think he, physique-wise, definitely could be considered. I would have him in first or second, personally. But he could fall to third based on the call-outs. I'm not sure. To me, by the call-outs, it's like second or third. But he definitely could win. He's up there for sure. He's in the top 4, almost guaranteed. So... Okay, so we haven't got the first call out on screen yet for the classic physique. We're waiting on that one currently, so let me know your thoughts of this guy. Yeah, I'm pushing right now. I'm hoping I get a little nap between the prejudging and finals for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, are we having more screenshots from a classic? Iain? Got lots of females in the chat, which is cool, actually. We'll have more screenshots from that. I'll wait for the call-outs to do that. There's one guy on stage right now that I've been looking out for. Crazy structure. Can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. He looks really good. Okay, so I've got some more screenshots from Classic coming up. Yeah, I think the lighting is making people look a little bit softer than they are, for sure. Lord Jones, yeah, I saw that recent update from Lord Jones. I don't know if you guys saw that. But this is not him. I mean, are you someone's partner or something? Number 34. I can't see the numbers properly on these guys. Yes, that's his name. Sam Pequin? Is that the guy with the crazy structure? I think he's just on stage. Okay, so we had a guy with a massive name just announced. What's this? Gary Cooper? Oh no, that's men's physique. Yeah, Sam Pequin. I'm going to put up photos of him in just a second. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, I'm a big fan of a classic posing as well. Got 2 photos of Sam Pequin. Just give me 1 second, guys. Share this for a second. Oh, sorry guys, my computer's just lagging a little bit right here. Got a lot of stuff running. All right. All right, so here's Sam Pequin. Honestly, I think the stream is making these guys look a little bit softer than they are over lighting. Crazy structure, really good legs. Like, because to here, it looks like he needs to be more conditioned. But I think it might be a stream a little bit, but maybe he could be a little bit harder as well. So Anis Hulasoni says Sam Pequin turned pro a year ago in a natural show in Canada, and he is nicely juiced for 1 year. I mean, yeah, he looks great. He looked great last year, honestly. I mean, it depends where you are in the world, Steve Riviera, but the Open prejudging is happening today. I mean, it's 3:20 a.m. where I am, so it's happening very, very soon. We've got Classic on now. Then we just got the 212, short one, and then small class, and then we have the Open. I can't imagine the Open guys were thinking they could be going on stage this late, so we might see some havoc with these guys, and I'm concerned about
concerned about maybe some of these guys going flat and missing their peak. So, yeah, you're right, Michael Doherty. The background really doesn't help with the skin. There's not enough differential. There's not enough contrast. We'll see. How long to open? Not too long. I'll change that banner as well. That we'll say I'll go on now. Classic physique. And then I'll put up next. Capitals. We'll capitalize that. All right. Save that. There we go. So a little update there on the bottom for you guys. So open shouldn't be too far away. Yeah, I'm jealous of you guys. 1:21 in the afternoon. I wish. You guys are not happy with the background of this one, yeah. It's like I mentioned with the Olympia. They have like the bronze in the background of the Olympia trophy when like Phil Heath came out. It's like, come on, can you pick a different color than the actual color of the guy's skin? There's going to be no contrast, you know? Yeah, you're right. Seeing it on the stream makes it 10 times worse. But you got to remember, if you sell on the stream, then that's a lot of people that are going to be there, be watching it, I suppose, where it's not going to look its best. And these guys want to see good photos too, you know. Jimmy Sadek, shout out. Says Iain first, Mostafa second. Yeah, I'll show you my picks, man. I put Ross in second, but I think Hassan Mostafa is going to be dangerous. So that's my picks there on the screen right now, so you guys can basically dissect them and tell me how wrong I am once it does go wrong. But yeah. No, that's not. So someone said, I thought men's open isn't until 5 p.m. That's the time the final starts. So prejudging is on now. So we're doing first call out actually of the classic physique. But the final start at 5, but not the actual men. They won't be out till like probably 8 p.m. Your guys' time for the finals. I can't imagine because it's, yeah, we're almost 3.5 hours into prejudging. We're classic on now, then the open. They've even been 212, then the open. I've got to imagine they're going to only do posing routines for top 5 or 10 maybe. I don't know. I can't imagine they do it for everyone. Okay, we've moved a man Paquin into the middle. So let me pull this back up. So he's equal middle with the other guy featured. So I had a good eye. The top 2 guys, I picked them out. So we're going through it now. They're hitting front double. We'll get a screen capture of you guys of a classic physique first call out. We've got Bionic Body in the first call out too. He'll be stoked on that. He's on the outside of first call out, but he's in first call out. Yeah, Jimmy said X says Ross upper body will be a problem for him. Yeah, it definitely could be in this lineup when you got thickly muscle dudes like Hassan, and Hassan has the legs too. So then you got Iain, obviously he's huge. Joe Seaman, huge. A bunch of huge guys. So hitting the back double bicep in the classic now. You got photographers quite high, so they actually pop up during the whole stream with the call outs. Hitting an ab and thigh now. I'll get all these screen captures for you. Classic guys really don't have many poses. I missed the side chest, obviously. All right. Once they've loaded up on my computer, I'll share them with you guys. All right. So they just swapped a few of the guys around actually in this first call out. Anyway, I'll share these photos with you in just a moment, guys. So you have the classic physique on stage right now as we speak. All right, let me share these first call outs with you. Should be loaded by now. Yep, here we go. Open with. All right, it should pop up in just a moment. There's Hassan, obviously 2 days out on screen now, as you guys are seeing. All right. So here is the classic physique first call out. See the front double bicep. You can see Paquin here. I'm not sure of this guy's name right here, but who do you have? This guy actually got moved over here. Bionic body got moved to this position, second on the right. I believe this guy got moved to the far left. So to me, it seems like it's between these three guys, most likely. What do you think? Who would you have? Now, that's the favorite classic pose there. We're not all 100% in it. Bionic body's just turning to back to do another one, I think. But Paquin stayed in the middle the whole time. He's the guy that was a constant of being in one of these middle two spots. So he's definitely got to be one of the favorites. Just look at that crazy vacuum. Wow. That's insane. Good pose here. Like, no one's really letting themselves down in that one. But I'd say, yeah, these are probably your top four, I'd say. I'd have this guy in fourth. But he does fall down in the back double bicep, so. And this guy excels in the back double bicep, but from the front, not as good, so. So you can see they obviously changed the order there a little bit. These guys moved around. Yeah, it's tough, Kevin Clements. It's tough. Yeah, Paquin's ribcage is sick, 100%. Crazy. Yeah, for sure. Michael Doherty, 100% agree. Just taking you guys through some of the shots. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Iain's lats because I mean it's a sport where it's a visual sport, and if the lats are different to what they used to be, it could be an issue for sure. But will it be enough of an issue for Iain? I think Iain's going to be pretty polished working with Matt Jansen. I think he'll win, but who knows? Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. So we're just in the second call out right now. I'm a classic physique, so we shouldn't be too far. They're going to have probably another call out, or maybe we'll just go back to a last call out now, and then we'll be into the 212s, and then into the open. So we're not too far away, guys. No worries at all, my man. Ron, try to bring up everything. This is effing legit. Thanks for the screenshots, mate. No worries at all, my man. Here we go. Blizzy, Blake, Yopper. They didn't look as bad at Fuad show. And that's talking about, oh, we've got a final 2 call out. Okay, so we know our top 2. Let me get a few screen captures of this from Classic Physique. All right. Yeah, I'd say Paquin's winning this one. What time is open on? It might be on in as early as like 20 minutes. Because 2:12 is pretty small. And at some stage, you've got to try to hurry this show up as well, because the final starts in 1.5 hours now. So we've got Ivana in the chat. And as well, everyone say congratulations to Ivana, her and Brett Wilkin just had their first child. So shout out to Ivana. Welcome her to mum life. So incredibly happy for both of them. So the Classic Physique guys are off the stage right now. I have a few screen captures of the top dudes in this. So we've got 2:12 coming out now. Let's wait for their screen captures to load up of the top 2 from Classic Physique. This is the first call out. Piotr Burecki is on stage right now for the 2:12s. I'm getting a lot of screen captures of these ones. I've seen this guy before. Very, very conditioned. So you can look conditioned in this lighting, but I think even still, like it looks really good. I don't know if this guy used to be classic or not. I don't know. 2:12 is on right now. I'm going to have some screen captures of it very, very soon. Shout out Desktopers. Give them congratulations. Awesome people in the chat. It's hard to get a gauge on how big these guys are when we're on stage by themselves. This guy has some seriously classic poses. It's cool to see. And you'll be getting these screen captures very soon. But first, I'm going to share the top 2 from the Classic Physique final 2 call out. I'm going to wait till a few of these guys come out in the 2:12s, and then I'll be sharing that. Let me just put this back up on the screen so you don't have to see my head just go big on the screen. And then I'll share with you the top 2 from the Classic Physique. Chris Burr is coming out on stage right now. Let me just share my screen. All right, so this is the top 2 from your 2023 Toronto Pro Classic Physique. Unfortunately, I don't know the guy's name on the left. I'll just get a screen capture of Chris Burr. Might get another one as well. This classic, I reckon this 2:12 is going to be probably pretty interesting as well, even though there's not that many names. I just have a feeling it's going to be close between the few guys that we know who's doing it. Hossein Kalati, I think he's good. Show you this back double bicep. What do you think about this back double bicep, guys? Who do you think is winning that? For me, it's Paquin. I just think that he's probably too detailed. And the waist is very, very small here. Comes out nicely, a little bit more detailed, a little bit darker on the color as well. I think the color's a little bit better. Side chest, what do you guys think? I think Paquin. But I want to see it in person because it looks a little soft through here. It's not like he looks ultra conditioned, but I think the way this quad balloons out, it's like it's so crazy. We have Yang. Yep. Yang Seung. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'll get some screen captures of this guy. 212 is on stage right now. I know we had a lot of fans of this guy in the chat last time, so I know you guys are going to want to see this man. He looks way harder this week too. In the 212s. So Mil Sarchev, he's obviously a Mil Sarchev client as well. But will he be conditioned enough? I think he might be to win this show, depending on how these other guys show up. Oops, I got one out of his pose. It looks good. Let me just get one more photo. Maybe one more. All right, I've got heaps of screen captures of these guys, so just give me a second. We'll have the 212 guys coming up on stage. At least half the lineup. Individual photos will be coming up. Yang looks good. Yang looks much better, KP. Much, much better. Yeah, there's another guy on stage now. It looks pretty decent, but definitely not big enough. So let me bring up some of these other guys, including Yang. Taking a lot of screen captures. Let me just open them up. Let me just share my screen. I don't think I'm going to get much of a sleep between prejudging and finals. All right, so check this out. So this guy here, he looked really, really good. He's ultra conditioned. I've seen him before. I don't know if he's competed in like the Puerto Rico show. I can't remember. Nate Taylor's coming on stage right now. I get a few screen captures of him as well. But here is Yang. Nate Taylor, I don't think came out on stage just then. It won't let me zoom in on this for some reason. There's Yang. He looks a little bit harder than last 2 weeks ago. Got him out of his pose there. The side leg's really impressive. That shot looks really good, with hands on hips. Very, very nice physique on him. I think this might be our winner of the 212s, at least so far. What do you guys think? And this was a guy on stage just before. He looked good, he's conditioned. And this is the first guy on stage. His name is Piotr Boricki. And I believe the other guy was Chris Burr. I believe. Very, very conditioned. I liked his classic poses. Like, he posed actually quite well, moved well. Very, very conditioned. Oh, sorry, Zhang, not Yang. Is it pronounced Zhang? Zhang Sung Yep. I think it's Yep with like a Y. Timing of these photos are a tad off. On stream, translated better. He looked good. Yeah, I think so too. Looks a bit better on the stream. I think this is Yang's contest, to be honest. I don't think anyone's going to beat him. From everyone I've seen on stage, I didn't see Nate Tello come out, though. They said Nate Tello, but I didn't see him. Jang Sung Yep. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, my man. Alexander Santos Anderson. I think Yang looked good. It's not translating as much in the screen capture, so you really need to get the stream. If it is a live pay-per-view, I suggest you guys get it. The link is in the description below. And you watch my preview videos and all that sort of stuff for this contest too. But stick around here. I believe this was Chris Burr. I don't think I saw Nate Tello come out individually. I'm hoping he's there. I hope he's all right. I hope he's actually meant to be at the show, because Nate Tello is owner of Gym Hub, and they called him out and he didn't come out on stage and he's not there. So there's only 6 guys in this 212. I'll get some of the call out too, but I think this is Yang's or this guy's. What do you think? He looks really good. Someone said Nate couldn't find his passport, didn't make it. Is that real? Yeah, it's between him and Yang. So Pietro and Yang. It's one of these dudes. Try to get a screen capture of this call out. Get a couple for you guys. Jang. I don't think Jang this week is mega soft. Someone said Pietro is in the middle of classic and 212. Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're saying. It's very conditioned though. He could potentially win this. It's going to be interesting to see where they go, because back double bicep, I think Pietro's going to have this one with ease. With ease. Wow. Okay, this is a contest. Because even if you're not as big, if you've got that conditioning, so this is between Zhang and Pietro. No, I think Yang was much harder than last week. But still not the condition of Pietro. Pietro. Yeah, he's definitely way more conditioned than New York, that's for sure. Just hitting the most muscular now. I think Zhang might have this one over Pietro. So we're moving around now. Yeah, they're keeping Yang and Pietro in the middle, I think. Gonna make them go again. They just moved 2 guys around on stage, but it's just so they can get a look at a few different guys. I'll share these other comparison photos with you guys in just a second. Also, if you guys are in the chat, let's do a little experiment. Give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, and see if we can get more viewers. If you're on the live chat, I think you just switch over, like it, and just come straight back and get your comments in. See if we'll get up over 500 here soon. Going through this, we're seeing some more photos of Zhang, sorry. And I'll bring up the call out photos in just a moment once they load. I think Zhang needs another year with this extra muscle and just adding a little bit more. Let me share these with you guys in just a moment. Just gotta close a few of these windows. I don't want my computer to completely slow down and die. Let me just share this. Just going to share my screen so you guys can see the first call out of the 212s. Just give me one moment. Sharing my screen. Oops, wrong one. Maybe this will work. Okay, here we go. That was another one of Zhang as well. Most muscular traps look nasty. Then this is the first call out. I'll go from the bottom. Front double bicep, who do you guys have? It's between Zhang and Piotr. Who do you have on the front double bicep? Let me know. We'll go pose by pose. At least the ones we've got. Okay, we're about to have the men come out on stage now. About to have the open men on stage. This has come up very quickly all of a sudden. Let me just edit this. So we're about to have the open men come out on stage. Get ready to post this one up. So open men are about to come on stage. We'll go through a few of these photos. I didn't quite get both of them in the side chest there. Back double bicep, you can see Piotr. So much better from the back. Like, he's just, he's so much taller. So I don't know if these guys can stay in 212. But that back shot is definitely better than Zhang. Okay, they're taking a 5-minute break right now. What do you guys think? Who do you have? Do you have Zhang or Piotr? I didn't quite get Zhang in that most muscular in the crab, but you can see it there. So he probably wins the most muscular. It's a challenge on the ab and thigh, to be honest, because Zhang looks so good there. But obviously so much bigger structure here, and he looked really good going into that. Side tricep, let me know what you guys think. And we are about to have the open men on stage. But I will take a quick little break in just a moment. Just because they're taking a break now, because they said the open men aren't ready yet. I think it just came up on them last minute, because to me it seemed like it was going to be a while away, and then all of a sudden it was upon us that the open men are going to be on stage. So they'll be on stage in 5 minutes, so make sure that you stay tuned to this one. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. I'll be with you guys very, very soon. Just put a little bit message up on the screen, and then have a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back. Not even 5 minutes, probably less than that. So anyway, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Quick talk break, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. I'll put the current physique updates from these guys that are competing in this show. And after that runs through, I'll be back live once again.
What is up, desktopers? We are back for the prejudging. The open men are on stage right now. There was some rumors in the chat. I saw that Iain Valliere is out of his show. I don't believe that to be true, but who knows? Maybe it is true, but I don't think so. Is someone trolling? I don't know. I'll go to the comments just a moment, but I will have some screen captures coming up for you guys. I didn't get a really good chance to look at that opening group. What's up, Mark's Max Muscle? Mark's Max Muscle here. I don't know if I can do your accent, man. And we have a tasty battle today for you guys. Now we have Jason Lowe coming out on stage. I've got to tell you, Robin Strand, his tan looks really good. Joe Seaman, his tan looks a little bit flat in the upper body. Iain is on stage now. And Iain, to me, is standing out. Iain's waist looks really small. In that front relax, I've never seen Iain's waist look like that. Quite small because there's a lot of guys in these lineups that are coming out. Iain's dominant on the quarter turns. Jason Lowe looks really good too, guys. Iain looks great. But I'm interested to see what Jason Lowe looks like when he stands next to these other guys. So Iain's just standing to the back now. I've got to tell you, Iain's back. Where he's about to do back double. This is going to be the telltale sign, but it is from a distance, and I will have these screen captures for you guys. Open it up, Iain. Iain's back looks better. Iain's back looks better. And his quarter turns are killer. Like, so Jason Lowe's. Jason Lowe's impressed me a fair bit, but we need to see him side by side. They're so many spots away. Iain's breathing a little bit through his stomach, but I didn't get to have a good. I'm getting some screenshots for you guys right now. You just got to give me a second. Slavov Bednards is coming out now. He's the first guy out. I'll get screenshots of these guys. You just got to give me a second because they're just loading from my other computer to my main one. So just hold up. I don't have anything of Ross's yet. I will have stuff of Ross later. But I do have Iain. I can't give you Ross right now, but I can give you Iain in a moment. Iain looks good. Iain's back is back. Iain, like in his back, relaxed. I've never seen Iain's. I don't know if Iain was wearing a waist trainer or what. No, Iain's back looks a lot better. Like, I don't know, but maybe it's because the lineup he's in. I don't know. Robin Strand looks really damn good too. I've got to tell you. He's very, 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 very conditioned. Very, very conditioned. Yeah, Robin Strand, shout out. He said to me he's going to bring better. I only have one screenshot of Hassan. Here we go. Ross is on stage now. Let me just bring these up. Sorry, I'm trying to do 5 things at once. So how's Ross looking? I'll bring this up. Just give me 1 second. I'll quickly just bring up the photos of these guys. 1 second. Share screen. I'm going to share. Okay, here we go. So this is the first group out on stage here. Yangming Lee is not close. He looks very good on his own, but in terms of size overall. Now, I'm looking at Ross Flanigan on stage right now. I'll go through these other ones. So you can see Iain. So there's Iain, second on the right there. You can see he just dominates the quarter turns. Ross is very conditioned. I just think size-wise, when he stands next to Iain, it's going to be tough. Front double looks really good, though. Front lat spread looks really good. Yeah, Ross looks good, no doubt, but I just want to see him side by side. I need to see him side by side, but I don't. Aaron Gully is on stage now.
I keep calling him Ghoulie. I might be getting that wrong. There's Ian's back. I think it looks much better, but look at Robin Strand. Can anyone just appreciate this level of conditioning? I mean, Ian's back definitely does look better, but you can see, if you're saying the lower back's gone a bit, yeah, I can see that. But when he was hitting it, it looked actually really good. And look at this back relaxed from Iain. That looks much better to me. My prediction may come true. Might do, because when we go up to Hassan looks good, but the midsection is a little bit out there. I don't know if that will be a factor. I think this is this Michael Lucy? No, this is Michael Lucy here. Yeah, what am I talking about? It's Michael Lucy there from Australia. Ross Flanigan's here. And then we've got Slavov Bednard there. And we go here. Jason Lowe over here. I got him out of the pose, unfortunately. And I'll just get a screen capture of Ghoulie. I'll tell you that Iain was much more confident on stage, for sure. Just getting some screen captures for you guys. Ghoulie looks good, but I just think he needs a bit more in the legs. But yeah, this is the best he's ever brought to the stage, for sure. Michael Lucy's on stage right now. Iain's waist was came in very, very narrow compared to normal, I felt like. I think that Joe Seaman, he's got good shine to his legs, but he needs more shine on his upper body. The tan's not spot on here. He doesn't look as polished as some of these other shows to me. And Robin Strand, on the other hand, is looking very, very polished. Michael Lucy on stage right now. Get a screen capture of him. He looks good. He's been coming in great condition, so... So yeah, look at Iain on the quarter turns. That is like wild. This is Morgan over here as well. Was it Morgan McDonald? Joe Seaman. This is the man who came from 212. Is it Hassan? Might be about wrong. Yeah, wait, look at that from Robin Strand. Really, like, does he beat Iain on that rear relaxed? I mean, I don't know, but Iain's quite thick through here actually, and Iain's waist looked really small. Looks smaller than normal. Hassan Mostafa's on stage now, so let me let you know how Hassan Mostafa is looking. Okay, he's looking very big. But we know that. He needs to keep that midsection really tight and be flexing his abs. I think this lighting and the stream, maybe, I don't know. It's just, oh, Hassan's stomach's coming out. That's the one thing I was concerned about here. He needs to train that, you know. Back double's good, but he's not really opening it up. It's like his elbows are stuck back. He needs to like properly open that back double because he's got a huge amount of thickness there and he hasn't got the widest clavicles either. He's got to force those elbows out as far to the side as possible. He doesn't hit his shots with like confidence necessarily as well. Don't get me wrong, he still looks good. I just can't tell how good the conditioning is. I need him to stand next to these other guys. He's posing hard. He's posing with conviction at the end, so I take back what I said. All right, let me pull up some of these photos for you guys. I'll pull up some more. That was Hassan Mostafa on stage, who you can see here, and I believe he does have a bit of a midsection issue going on in terms of just it's coming out a little bit too much, and we don't see it from many guys these days. Look, everyone else has a pretty damn tight waist in general. You used to see it a lot back in the day, but not as much now. I'm picking too much on Hassan. Don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of muscle, he looks great, but I just think the midsection and just the posing could be corrected a little bit. I'll get some photos up of him now. I got some pretty good screen captures of Hassan actually. So no one should be mad at the screen captures I get. Oops. I paused for live stream accidentally. Wrong keyboard. Okay, so let me pull up these. Okay, so let me just, I'll share my predictions on the stage, on the screen for a second. Actually, no, I'll share the updates on the screen. And then, so there's Hassan there. Like, he's huge, don't get me wrong. But I'm just gonna stop that, and then share this. So, on the stage right, what's the wrong one? Oh no, it must be this. So there, you can see the guys in the lineup there, at least in the front relaxed. And here's some of Hassan. I mean, he looks great there, don't get me wrong. He looks really good there when he's holding that statically. And maybe it's hard, maybe I am being a bit harsh on him. So he does look good. Yes, he does look good. But when he poses this, he's got so much thickness, but it's just, I feel like he poses his legs weird, like with a straight leg sort of look, when he could sit into it a bit more and get more out of his hammy, then pull his elbows up and push them out and get more out of your lats because he hasn't got the widest clavicles yet. And I think when this stands next to these other guys are going to be shooting out from here to here more, have their elbows up here because they've got bigger upper bodies, and then they're just going to be so much bigger structure-wise, which I worry about him for. Oops, I'll go the other way. And this is where the midsection, you can see that's pretty filled out. I don't think I got any of his hanging out or anything, but he wasn't flexing his abs, so he's getting a detail through here, through the shoulders, huge quads, but just this was very flat and then a bit of distension there. Here's Michael Lucy on stage. This is Aaron Gooley. And then we've got Ross the Boss Flanigan. Who do you guys think? Hassan or Ross? I don't know at this stage. I need to see him side by side. Yangmin Lee, he looks good, but let me screen capture him. I thought this guy was going to be top 5, to be honest. Jason Lowe's coming out on stage now. Yeah, Ross looks great in that back double. Even though he needs more back, he just doesn't, like, it just, I don't know, it just looks great. And Slavov Bednard, who actually got, what was it, 5th last week? He did really, really well. Daniel Noble saying Ross over Hassan. Yeah, so this is Slavov Bednard. Got Jason Lowe on stage right now. Let me watch Jason a little bit. Jason did sort of stick out in the lineup. He looked really good. Iain is looking good for those who have just joined. I'm pretty impressed with Iain. We've got Jason Lowe on stage as we speak. I think Jason could just, like when he flexed his side abs, he wasn't actually hitting him hard. I don't know if he's posing a little bit nervous, but he looks really good. Okay. So let me go through his photos again. It's going to be interesting. Do you guys have Ross Flanigan by these photos? Do you have Ross the Boss? Or do you have Hassan Mostafa? It's going to be very interesting to see him side by side because you look at how much thick muscle is on that physique, and it's like, how do you judge that? Like, how do you judge this back versus Ross's? I think I'd have Ross in the back double bicep. But look how much size difference there is, like thickness. So you go from that to that. Now, what else? What other shots do I have the same? I don't know if I took any other shots really the same. Oh yeah, we got this. Do you guys like that? Or do you like that? two very, very different physiques. Very, very different. I don't know who wins that one, to be honest. I'm confused on that one. And once Iain comes out on stage, I'll be sharing a whole bunch of new photos as well. And there's Iain there in the call out. The front relaxed. You can see like Robin Strand looks great from the back, but then you compare to the front and Iain's got these round, super round quads. He's got a smaller hip structure. Is he perfect? No. Like, is his chest lacking a little bit? Yeah, for sure, but he still looks pretty great in the lineup. Let me know, do you think anyone can beat Iain here? Joe Seaman looked really good, really big, but he just needed more shine to his upper body. Like the tan looked a bit dirty, but it might have just been the stream too, but I think Robin's tan was next level, so. I don't think the lighting or something's doing these guys any favours, and I think they were backstage for a long time too. Casey Pavlina, my man, you're at a party. What time is it there, my man? It looks like Iain might be winning this one, but don't know. It's up in the air, this one. Got pretty much 700 people watching this live. Let's get up to 1,000. Smash that like button, guys. It'd be much appreciated. We have Joe Seaman on stage right now, coming on stage. I shouldn't say coming on stage with the last name Seaman. I don't know if you guys saw my preview video. I said Joe Seaman about coming in at his best, and I put a little feature in there. I think Joe looks a little bit more impressive on stage now, actually. Yeah, he needs a bit more hamstring from the side, I'd say, Joe, just to go to that next level, but he does have detailed hamstrings. Great back double. He's just a big dude overall. I think if you saw him in person, you'd appreciate it even more. I'll get some of these I'll get some more of these screen captures up on the stage and just up on the stage. You can tell it's 4:15 and I haven't slept. But I'll share this with you guys in just a second. All right, let's open these. I have a fresh bunch of photos for you guys. I've got Yang Ming Lee in there as well. Stop screen. Oops. Let me just share this with you guys. 1 second. There we go. Robin Strand's on stage right now. This is Yang Ming Lee. I didn't get really any good photos of him to be honest. Robin Strand looks really good. His colours really pops. He's got to be proud of what he's bringing to the stage for sure. There's Jason Lowe on the screen right now. I thought he looked really good making his move from 212 to open. Yeah, Robin Strand is dialed. Like when you see him moving, you guys probably won't be as impressed with the screen captures, but when you see him moving, he's very, very hard. Back double is phenomenal. I wish he'd actually just hit his rear relaxed when he turns to the back, to be honest. So maybe his next show he should do that because his rear relax look really good in the lineup. Lat spreads improved too. What him and Dorian Hamilton have done has been awesome. Yeah, when he hits those transition shots, Robin Strand looks really, really good. Very impressed with Robin Strand. Hats off to him. Looks really good. This is Jason Lowe. And Jason does have a little bit of gyno there. And he'll definitely need to get that sorted out or under control. And see when he hits this shot, he's crunching down on this part of his abs when he should be crunching into this and getting more of the details out there. That's Yang Min Lee. That was him posing on stage, but he's not in contention here. Iain Valliere's on stage right now. I'll get every screen capture I can. I love how Iain takes advantage of his strengths and hits the quarter turn as part of his like walkout routine. Hitting his side tricep. Yeah, I think Ian's got this. I think some of the commentary coming out of his show is that there's a lot of guys off, and I don't think that's the case. I think it's more that the lighting isn't good. It's hard to tell on the stream. All right, Ian's hitting a back double. Yeah, it's hard to tell if there's an issue there, to be honest. I'm getting as many screen captures of the back as possible because that's what everyone's going to be looking at. Yeah, Iain looks good. He's done his homework. Yeah, really good. There's Joe Seaman there. I'm going to wait for these photos to load up of Iain Valliere, and we'll have those up on the screen in just a moment for you guys. Now you guys can let me know what you think in just a moment once these come up. It's more of Joe Seaman too. Ones of Iain are just loading up. Be with you in about 20 seconds. So yeah, photos of Iain Valliere coming up on the screen in just a moment. I'll just pull this up while I switch them over. Open these up. But coming at you guys in just 1 second. Just about to share these photos of Iain Valliere, who I believe is probably going to be the winner of his 2023 Toronto Pro. Now they're bringing him out for comparisons now, so we're going to get the first call out and everything in just a moment. And here's Iain Valliere. I actually don't like the way he hits that shot, really, to be honest, but he was pretty damn good hitting that. I think he could pose it a little bit bigger with his elbow out a little bit further out here. He doesn't need to pull it all the way in and close his physique off. What do you think about the back? Is it back? I mean, you can see there's obviously, you know, like the way his back is structured, but you see the way he poses, there's a hard arch there. Or is that just, I don't know. I don't know what to find it as, but I think he looks pretty damn good to me. Seeing him in the lineup. Ross Flanigan, Hassan's in the first call out. Yangmin Lee's in the first call out. I didn't think he would be. Oh, shout out, my man. Blizzy Blake Yopper. Robin Strand is in there, and Iain Valliere, and yeah, so we've got Joe Seaman, Hassan Mostafa, Ross Flanigan, Yangmin Lee, Robin Strand, who surprised me, and Iain Valliere. Yangmin Lee just gets moved out, and Iain Valliere gets moved into the middle, with Ross Flanigan on the other side of him, and then Hassan Mostafa outside of that. Oh, Ross looks good. In the lineup, this is interesting. Ross the boss looks very good. He looks bigger than I thought in the lineup. Hassan looks big too. This could be a battle, guys. We could have a battle on our hands. Ross looks really, really good. I think Iain's got it, but they've just switched Ross with Hassan. Could Hassan come into the mix? Hassan is crazy. His legs are definitely bigger than Ross's too, which is, Ross has enormous legs. Okay. I think Iain's being compared with two guys for the win. And I think they both get their chance next to Iain. Oh, yeah, Hassan's thick. Okay, Hassan's looking thick in this lineup. But Hassan's standing closer. He keeps edging further towards the judges, so gives a warped perspective. And yeah, thank you so much, Blizzy Blake Yopper. Shout out, my man. Okay, we're about to hit a side try. I've got to say, the way these guys all hit it, they're all pretty good at it. It's a little bit frustrating when photographers are standing up in front of their legs, and I have to try to take it at the very end when they sit down. So to stand up to take every single photo. Even most muscular now. I keep moving into different ones. It's hard to get them all doing it at the same time. Okay, so just switched Ross onto the other side of Iain. So you've got Joe Seaman on the outside, Yangmin Lee on the outside, then you've got Robin Strand on the left. Then you've got... I'll actually start putting these photos up on the screen. So we've moved these guys in a different order. I'll get a photo of who I think is the top 3 to 4 guys. Well, 4 guys in the middle. So we can really analyze this a little bit better. Iain is in the middle with Hassan right now, but you got Ross on the other side. So Ross actually looked really good next to Iain in some of those front shots. I was actually quite surprised. I've got to give credit to Yangmin Lee. He looks better when he's posing now, but I don't know. I felt like there might have been guys that were going to beat him actually, and he wouldn't be in the first call out. So I have more screen captures coming to you guys very, very soon. There's Iain's back too, for those who want to see that. Yeah, this is an interesting show for sure. Iain's pulling up basically into a vacuum. But he didn't crunch down on the abs, which I hate seeing that, but the vacuum looked cool. Iain just needs to keep his head up a little bit and not let his shoulders fold in when he looks down at himself and poses. He really should never look down at himself when he poses. Okay, just send him back. So it'll be interesting to see what the last call out is. 3-man call out, 2-man call out. What's it going to be? Just waiting for these to load up, and then I'll be bringing these screenshots to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Iain's got it? I'm about to open up these screen captures. Just give it a moment. Oh, I'll just try to add that to the stream. No? Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to bring these up for you guys. If it will open up. Share my screen. Iain's got it. At Vancouver, Iain, he was fuller. 3-man call out. Yeah, I think it could be a 3-man call out too. In this second call out, we've got Jason Lowe, we've got Slavov Bednard, we got Michael Lucy, we've got someone else in there as well. All right, here we go. So this is the first call out. Should be popping up on the screen any minute. Here we go. So there's the front double bicep, the first call out. They got moved around a little bit as well. Ross got moved over here with Hassan, and then they moved Ross over this side, and then moved Robin Strand over here. So yeah, that looks to me like most likely the top 3. Then Robin looks like, to me, like a clear fourth. So what do you think about that? Like, look how etched out this is on Ross Flanigan. Like, does that beat Iain's back double bicep? You guys let me know. You look how much more muscle is on Iain's glutes there compared to Ross's. But still, it's like, this is etched out. It's called out pretty much most of the rest of the lineup here. Who do you guys have in that side try? I mean, obviously Hassan sort of hit it, then hitting that side one, or front one. Side chest, who do you have? I mean, Hassan is very thick on that one. Look at Ross's hamstring. It's ridiculous. And the glute tie and everything. And he's round. He's just not quite as big. But he's standing a little bit back compared to these guys too. So when Ross is right up next to him, very, very close. So get your votes in. If you're watching this live, vote on who you have winning this contest. See a front lat spread here. Who do you have winning front lat spread? Look how thick Hassan is. Like, that's crazy. He was edging his way forward most of the time. So when you look at his feet compared to where like Robin Strand is, like Robin Strand on the left looks very good in this shot as well. Ross Flanigan still has huge quads. It's hard to see. You have to really look with this lighting, the backdrop. Now, Iain was coming out his front double, so was Ross. That's not fair. Only Hassan was really into his most muscular there, and Ross. That top group. And that side ab, I'd give that to Hassan over Iain. Yeah, it's tough to say. Is Iain fourth on that pose? It's tough. Side tricep though, Iain's probably winning that one. Yeah, I'd have to say he's winning it. Back double. Robin Strand looks really, really damn good on that one. But Iain is a lot better on his back double than he used to be. Hassan, yeah, it's tough. Like, it's close. What do you guys think? I'm going to go to your comments. Hassan winning. Ross's legs and chest really saving these poses. Ross looks the best overall, but they'll give him second to Iain. Side chest. What do we think, guys, on the side chest? There is so much thickness in Hassan's body. He's slightly forward on the stage, so when I saw him posing before, he didn't look that big, but he's still ridiculously thick. Thickest guy in the lineup. Robin Strand has really improved that side chest too. He's cut from stone. Okay. Okay, they're doing this. They've got this common theme with these last call-outs. So the second last call-out will be normally someone from the first call-out or two people from the first call-out called out with a couple of guys from the second call-out. So we've got Yangmin Lee, Joe Seaman, Slavov Bednard, and Jason Lowe in this call-out. So this is basically the battle for fifth. So we can clearly say that the top four are the four guys in the middle here. So Hassan Mostafa, Ross Flanigan, Iain Valliere, and Robin Strand. That will be your top four most likely. What do you think on his front lat spread? Like, does Ross beat Iain because of that V taper? I'd like to see Iain drop his shoulders. Like how Robin has his. See how they're dropped? Looks very impressive. Iain's are just right up. Great quads though. Like, I think Joe Seaman was a little bit better last week, maybe. But he's very big here. He still looks great. Jason Lowe, yeah. I think it's definitely between Jason Lowe. And yeah, I think they've moved Yangmin Lee out, which I agree with. So it seems like it's between Jason Lowe and Joe Seaman for that fifth place. Because they're both in the middle. Then I'd say Slavov Bednard. And then I'd say Yangmin Lee. Yangmin Lee has no tan on his face, and it's like an iridescent light bulb. So I'm waiting for this last call out. See how they move him around, see who's in the middle. This to me will be telling. Yeah, final 4 call out as predicted. Ross Flanigan's on the left right now. They're going to move Iain Valliere into the middle for Robin Strand. I almost guarantee it. Oh no, they've moved Ross into the middle. Oh no, wrong number. He got confused. Yep, they moved Iain and Robin Strand. They're leaving Hassan in the middle with Iain for right now. Let me get some screen captures of this. It's very annoying photographers in this one. So I'm not getting Ross's legs in the photos. Which is annoying because people at home don't get to, popping in front of him every time. I'm just trying to wait for the last moment, but I don't want to miss the shots either. Iain controlling his stomach more now. Yeah, he absolutely is. I just really want to see the high-res photos of this. Because I think we'll be able to tell more from that than the actual stream, I'd say. Side tricep. Iain looks really good on that one. So does Ross, but he's sort of on the end of this. On the worst ends for it. Most muscular. This is the last pose of the prejudging. I'll bring these screenshots to you guys as well. And I'll be back. I'll be back in like half an hour for the finals. Wow. I might actually go live a little bit later, maybe like an hour from now or a little bit under, because I am gassed. Let me know your thoughts on those ones, guys. Who do you have winning this contest? And shout out to those who gave information. Thank you, Ariel Kadar, for letting us know the order. I will have these screenshots coming up as well of the final call out in just a moment. Just waiting for them to load up. Brian Nesser as well. NASA, shout out for you for giving the super chat. Much, much appreciated. And Blizzy Blake Yopper, shout out my man also for the super chat. Much appreciated for you guys supporting desktop bodybuilding. If you want shout outs, obviously leave a super chat as well. Hassan is huge. Anyone agree with my top 6? Iain's got this. Hassan. The lighting is terrible. Yeah, the lighting is not good. Not good. But let me just share these screen captures with you guys. Give me a moment. Just waiting for one more to load. Yeah, I won't be getting much rest, man. I'll be getting like a quick half an hour nap on the couch. But better than nothing. Alright, I won't worry about getting all of them. This last photo doesn't seem to be loading. Oh, no, they did load. Damn. I think I have to share them separately now. But anyway, let me open this up. I'll just put this up on the screen for a second. Sharing my screen, and should be able to see it in just a moment. Hopefully you guys can see that. And this here is a final 4 call out. So we've got Ross Flanigan on the left, but you can see he's further away from the camera because the angle of the tape goes. Whoop. And then you got Hassan, Iain, and then Robin Strand looking ultra hard and very, very impressive over here. Super polished. And even though Robin Strand's physique doesn't flow perfectly, he's still great in that back double. You can see it's etched out down the side of his quad there. Iain, pretty damn good. Back double biceps definitely improved. Hassan just very thick, not super, super wide, but thick enough, like really good. And this is just polish here from Ross Flanigan. I really like his back double. Side chest, who you guys got? Let me know your thoughts. Who's winning that side chest? Hassan is just so thick in the upper body compared to Ross. And even Iain, you look how thick his chest is. It's like, who wins this show? I just have a weird feeling after looking at these photos, Hassan's going to win. But Iain looked really good. I'm like, is Iain a little bit flat? I'm like, but Iain looks so good. Look at that side chest. I mean, but you compare the actual chest, but the side leg and everything is so good. I don't know if we got a side tricep here, but Iain's side tri looked the best on stage. So a little unfair that I don't have that pose for him, but someone said Hassan's so handsome. Let's go to a face shot. Let's see how handsome Hassan is. So handsome. Can we zoom on this? What a man. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what's going to happen in this one. I've been live for almost 4 hours now. We've got Lee Priest making a late appearance. I'm going to wrap someone up very soon. Who do you guys have winning the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show? Is it Iain? Is it Hassan? Look how good Robin Strand looks on the right there. Or is it Ross Flanigan? Seems like it's between Hassan and Iain. And who are they going to give it to? Hassan is very, very thick. This could be Hassan's year where he is jumping into first place in this show and then jumping into the top 10 of the Olympia. Could happen. Iain was 11th last year and he wasn't his very best, so remains to be seen. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you have winning the 2023 Toronto Pro after prejudging? I'll be back for finals in about 50 minutes from now, so make sure you stay tuned. My voice is dying, so I don't think I'll do any other videos. Maybe I'll do a YouTube Shorts or something like that, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That's it for this one. We're back for finals very soon, almost 4 hours deep on this one. So once this does go live, just give it a thumbs up, show some love. And also once it does, after I post this, if you can just jump over there, refresh it, and then just comment on it and say thanks for the live or something like that if you did appreciate it. That would be so appreciated from me. I'll quickly scan through these photos one more time of the final call out from a prejudging at the 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show. Who do you guys have winning? Personally, I think I have Hassan. Seeing that, I probably got Hassan. I've got to give it to Hassan. And I was critical on Hassan, but I got him. I'm not tied to my opinion. So, yeah. I think that Hassan's won this show. Crazy. I didn't think I'd be saying that. I thought Iain looked really good, but put him side by side with Hassan and it's all about comparisons. Yeah. I think that this is Hassan Mostafa winning this show. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. That's it for me. My name is Xavier Wills. Well, this is Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding. I'm getting this outro mixed up. But anyway, we are